One. Shabbat Shalom, my peoples. How y'all doing? It's the Sabbath day. Y'all know what that means. We finna get a lesson in. And y'all know before we get the lesson in, we always read the Father's heart ministry. But we're going to bring some prayer in. I would ask my baby to come up and pray, but y'all can hear her in the background if she would like to. So I'm going to just start it off. It ain't going to be that long. Heavenly Father, first and foremost, we just thank you for allowing us to live to see another day. This family that you have chosen to be able to do the Sabbath day teachings. You know, nobody can mimic your son. Nobody can imitate what you have given me, Father, even though they're out there trying to do me. Folks out there trying to actually do what I do on these platforms, knowing they can't be me, Father, knowing they can't do what you have sent your son, your prophet, your anointed one to be able to do, Father. So I pray that you will shut all them folks down that's trying to do what you gifted me to do, Father. Close all those doors where they're trying to imitate what I have been doing over the course of years, Father. You have been doing it through me, so I don't take credit for anything. It all goes to you, Father. You get the glory of all things, but I will continue to do what you have gifted me to do and what you have shown me to do for your people, Father. I will not complain. I will not be boasting. And if I do boast, I'm going to boast on you. And I pray that everybody that's watching this video, watching this teaching, this lesson today, that they will get something that will help them and refresh them throughout the week, Father, because we know that's the winter break. Folks going to get into stuff that they ain't supposed to be getting into. They're going to be indulging in things that they shouldn't be indulging in. But, Father, we're going to make sure we're doing the right thing. So I pray that those that join in, that they will do the same thing as we do. In the mighty Master's name, and I am going to say it, Jesus, we pray and say together, Amen. So be it and come. I got some Father Heart ministry for y'all. Y'all ready? Or the prophet's ministry, because it seemed like it'd be prophesying. Abba Father says today, I am sharpening your discernment regarding the relationships in your life. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm sharpening the what? The discernment. See, my students don't even be listening. The discernment in your life. What's discernment, baby?
Discernment is being able to determine what's for you, what ain't. Whether it's people, places, or things.
My spidey sense is tingling. My discernment. But the relationships in your life, you got to know who in your life, if they good for you, if they not good for you. That includes people at the school, people at the job, people out there in the world, people here on TikTok. You got to be able to have a spirit of discernment to know who's for you and who not for you. Just as the enemy sends distractions to derail your destiny, I send divine connections to propel you into your purpose. So the enemy is going to send folks into your life to do what? Derail your destiny. That means try to put a stop to it, put a halt to it. The enemy going to send folks. It could be your little friend that you came over with. I'm just saying. It could be anybody at y'all school. They sent to distract you, to derail you on what the Most High is telling you to do or what he's blessed you with. Come over here. Let me peep it out. Let me check it out. Let me see what their house look like. Let me see what they got going on. All the while they hating on you the whole time because their house don't look like your house. It's not ran like yours. But you won't be able to tell because they come in so nice and sweet and delicate. Some of them come in handsome. But they be really on the prowl to pull you away from what you do. Just like the lesson we finna dive in today about Joseph. But the Most High will send divine connections to propel you into your purpose. That means propel you into what he has called you to do and what he wants you to do. Not what they want you to do. He, she, them want you to do. You must learn to distinguish between those who came to drain your spirit and those sent into your life as an instrument of grace. So you got to be able to discern those who's coming in to be a distraction or drain you, suck you dry, swallow you up. You got to be able to discern that. Yes, I said it just like that, son. And I meant it like that. Those that's coming, they be coming to swallow you up. Not the way that they talking about, but still, they know how to do it that way too. Pull you right on in and you be right on into their little trail.
We need to know that the devil sends people too. We always say, ooh, The Lord sent them.
No.
Don't be sending folks.
I'm going to tell you like this. When it comes to those that's out here saying like, oh, I can't wait till I get married. Oh, I want me a man like him. Or I want me a woman like her. The enemy hear all of that, okay? And the enemy will send a bunch of them. But you'll think it's sent from God. Last time I checked, the Most High only sent one. He don't send a whole bunch. Where we at? Do not look merely at outward appearances. For my messengers do not always arrive in packages you expect. Don't be looking for them to have all the pecs, have all the butts and the everything. You know, just the total package, as they say. Don't be looking for them to have the total package. Look for them to have the total package of what the Most High has blessed them with. Don't be trying to look at the outward appearance. You remember what he told Samuel? He said, don't look at the outward appearance. Don't be trying to look at their stature and all that stuff. Because the one that I'm anointing, that I'm appointing, is, you going to know who it is. Excuse me. You going to know who that is. Because he asked me, he said, is this all your sons? No, we still got one out there in the field. We got one out there that's attending to the sheep. Well, go get him. Send him in here. And right when he came in, he already knew who it was. David.
Yeah, what with the sheep?
So don't be looking at their appearances, because they will come cute. They will come fine. They will come handsome, smelling good, looking good. But just because they look good on the outside, don't mean that they good on the inside. I'm telling you, some witches out here that's fine as heaven. Let me just say that, fine as heaven. Not fine as hell, but fine as heaven. But got hell inside of them. All through them. And even warlocks as well. They will come looking good, smelling good. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't that right, baby?
Oh, yeah.
There's some of them out here, boy. They know how to dress the part. They know how to walk it, talk it, all that stuff. But when it comes to being they real authentic selves, they true selves, no. It's far and in between. They'll come trying to act like, oh, yeah, I know God. I know Jesus. Oh, yeah, we can go to church. Yeah, maybe a couple weeks or so. And then after that, they show who they really are.
For real? They gonna keep it up for about a month.
Yeah, maybe even that. Whether they appear rough and unpolished or refined and kingly, you must look past the surface to see the anointing I have placed within them. So you got to look past the surface to see if the Most High has placed an anointing inside of them. If you can't see the anointing, run away, Simba, and never return. You know what I'm saying? Run away, turn and go. Pay close attention to the voices of wisdom and authority I have positioned around you. Pay close attention to the voices of wisdom and of authority that the Most High has placed around you. How you receive a servant of the kingdom is a reflection of how you receive me. And heaven takes note of your honor or the absence thereof. I often speak the answers you have been praying for through the spiritual leaders I have assigned to your walk. What did that just say? I'm going to read it one more time. The Most High often speaks the answers you have been praying for through the spiritual leaders that he has assigned to your walk. So sometimes when you hear something, it's an answered prayer from the Most High. From somebody else telling you. Like when we tell people all the time, hey, write down your prayers and then give them to the Most High. But first and foremost, you got to have a relationship with the Creator. You can't just go to him like Aladdin did with the genie and rub the lamp. Or open up the Bible and let me rub that joint real quick. Ooh, let me see if I can get a prayer in. Ooh, let me see if I can win the lottery. Ooh, let me see if I can get a man. Ooh, let me see if I can get a woman. Ooh, let me see if I can get me some kids. You ain't even spend no time with me. But all of a sudden you, Daddy, can I get this? Daddy, can I get that? No. I don't know you. Depart from me. You just want to use me. I can say the same thing about folks that's been in my life. You just want to use me. You don't want no parts of me. You don't want this real, authentic me. You want me to be somebody else for you. Here she go with the Y'all know what that means. Do not dismiss their counsel or ignore their instruction, for in their words you will find the keys to your breakthrough. So don't ignore those that the Most High, not the devil, that the Most High has sent your way. Because they the keys to your breakthrough. Like the keys to the kingdom. When we pass that to somebody, them keys, hey, either you're going to use these keys to unlock the doors that the Most High has for you and to even shut the doors that the Most High is closing for you, or you just going to let that mug sit there. Get up in the morning, read that joint. I am somebody. No, I am a child of the Most High. I am redeemed from the hands of the enemy. All of those I am statements, them 40, use them. Them is keys to say who you are when you go to school, when you go to work. Just knowing who you are in the Most High. And then the next page is the prayer of authority. You got to pray that with some authoritative conviction. You got to speak that like you really mean it. You can't play around with that. Oh, how does it start out? Anybody know? In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus Christ, by the power of his blood.
In the authority of his word. Given to me as a born-again believer, a standard on your word. I bind and reject you, Satan, and your forces, and I command that you leave this territory.
This house.
Yes, this house and all members and possessions. There you go. See, y'all got to learn it. Once you learn that joint, you get to say it like you mean it. Don't just be saying it like you just reading it. That's why they looking at that video right now. They saying, oh, I need this. Oh, I shared it to everybody else. Because it's an authoritative prayer. It's not something that you can just sit back and say, oh, let me say it like this. Let me say it delicately. You think the enemy is going to be running from that? Did that one, what's the demon name that came and said, Paul, I know. Jesus, I know. But who are you? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't scaring nobody. You ain't running nobody off. What'd you say, baby?
You ain't even scratching the surface.
You ain't even scratching the surface. You ain't, man, they looking at you like, man, please. Who you think you finna run away? I know the real one that'll make us run away, but you, I will jump on you. Get back to this. Open your ears to hear my voice, following through them, and you will align yourself with the blessings I have prepared. So says Abba Father. So you got to open your ears and you got to listen. I'm hot. You got to open your ears and you got to listen. And then you got to apply it. When we tell y'all to do something, do it. Open your ears, listen, and then do it. When we tell y'all somebody ain't good for y'all, know that somebody told you that so they can protect you. Not necessarily that they trying to they hate you or they hate them. It's that they don't want to see you fall into no trap or the snare of the enemy, as the Bible says. Turn with me, if you will. Genesis chapter 37. If I'm not, Genesis chapter 37. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
We ready.
Open your ears, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all continue to tap that screen, hit that L, and be watching. Let me know when y'all there.
I'm there.
Amen. We're there.
All right. And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. What did Joseph do?
He brought his father the evil report.
On who?
His
wives. On Bilhah and Zilpah's sons, which are Jacob's wives, two wives' sons. He brought an evil report. Let me come holler at you, Pops. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what your other kids out here is doing, what my brothers and them doing. Now, Israel, who is Israel?
Jacob.
Yes, Jacob. Who is Israel?
Jacob.
So when we have these Bible trivia questions, y'all better know it. Israel is Jacob or Jacob. Loved Joseph more. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of what?
Many colors.
Many colors. So he loved Joseph because of what?
His coat with the many colors.
No, not because of that coat. He made him a coat. It's because he had him at his old age. And remember, he wanted Rachel, not Leah. So he was proud to have this boy.
And also, she couldn't have kids after.
And then when she finally had one, he was so happy. Here we go. We'll get into that. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him. Why did they hate Joseph?
Because Jacob loved him more than
Because he loved them more than he loved, or he loved him more than he loved them. And they was born before him. But remember, that's the one that he wanted, not the son, but that's the wife that he wanted the whole time. So when he finally had a child, I was like, yes, I finally got what I wanted. I got me a son too out the whole thing. Her womb finally opened. He didn't celebrate them other sons like that. At least the Bible don't say that. But it does say that these ones hated him. So these children was brought into a world where they wasn't even loved when they was coming into the world. So where do you think they hate come from?
They
from their father.
the mother.
And Joseph dreamed a dream. And he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. Why did they hate Joseph? Because he had dreams.
Oh, yeah, he was a dream.
The Most High was showing him stuff in his dreams. Now, I ain't seen nobody else, other brothers and things like that, being able to dream like Joseph. They didn't have the gift. See, you can't take somebody else's stuff from them and then try to use it or make it fit you. So they hated him because of what was inside of him. Not about his appearance, it's what was inside of him. It's the God in him. They hated the anointing. They hated everything about him because of how gifted he was. They didn't have the same gifts. All they had gifts is to go out and work and be a slave. Kind of like some of our families today. They hate knowledge. Or I'm just going, because I'm not going to say my real name. But I'm not trying to refer to myself in third person. But they hate pastor knowledge. Because I don't do what everybody else do. I can sit up and listen to the foolishness all day. I ain't got to go out there and work like no daggum slave. I get to set my own schedule. I got my own gifts that the Most High has blessed me with. And then when it comes down to the Sabbath day, what we get to do? We get to do this right here.
Rest in the Lord. So
they hate the gift or gifts that the Most High has blessed you with. Because they didn't get blessed with them.
Right. It wasn't them more than
So why did Joseph's brothers hate him? I just bring it back all the way to y'all. Because
his dreams and the calling he had.
The anointing on him is why they was hating him. Here we go. Verse 6. And he said unto them, hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. He told them the dream. And behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood round about and made obeisance to my sheaf. Now, this is the younger brother at the time. This is the younger brother. This is 17 years old. So the other ones, they way older than him. So you telling me that your sheaf it stood up and we bowed down to you? Or our sheaves bowed down to your sheaf? That's what you trying to tell us? That we gonna have to bow down to you? Nigga, please. You the younger brother. What you mean? You ain't running nothing? I'm the oldest, Reuben. I'm the next one. I should be the one. I should have the birthright. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and stood upright, and behold, your sheaves stood round about and made obeisance to my sheaf. And his brethren said to him, shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. I told you they hate him because of his gift. They hate him because of the anointing and the gifts that he has. This brother can dream and then turn around and interpret the dream. And then in the dream, at the same time, you telling us that in your dream, it shows that you about to be in charge of us, that we gonna bow down to you. The devil is a lie. And he dreamed yet another dream and told it his brethren and said, behold, I have dreamed a dream more. And behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars made obeisance to me. The sun, the moon, and how many stars?
11.
Who you think the stars are?
The brothers.
Yeah, he's starting to pay attention. And he told it to his father. Because who would be the sun and who would be the moon?
The father would be the sun.
And the
Jacob will be the moon. I mean, no, Joseph will be the moon.
I'm gonna read. Okay, and he told it to his father and to his brethren, and his father rebuked him and said unto him, "What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and my mother and thy mother bow down, and thy brethren indeed come and bow down ourselves to thee to the earth?" So, who is the sun? Who is the moon? And who is the 11 stars?
Mama,
This is a
daddy,
parable.
and the kids.
Mama, daddy, and brethren.
Oh.
His brothers. So the daddy gonna bow down to him. The mama gonna bow down to him. And the brothers to this little pipsqueak. This little 17-year-old. Well, that's what he thinking at the time, because he's telling his dream to him all extra early, not knowing that this is prophecy that's gonna happen in the future. Here we go. And his brethren envied him, but his father observed the saying. His father paid attention. He ain't get mad. I mean, he did have a conversation with him. What you saying, man? You trying to tell me that you finna be the head of all of us? That even your mama, me, and your brother finna fall down at your feet? And his brethren went to feed their flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, "Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them." And he said to him, "Here am I." Remember that question? He says, what did he say? "Here am I," or "Here I am." You know, it's backwards. Right. But still, he said, "Where your brother at? Ain't they in Shechem right now? I need you to go check on them. I need you to go tell me what they got going on." Because Joseph always came back to his daddy and told him what was going on, what was brewing.
Yeah.
Verse 14. And he said to him, "Go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren and well with the flocks, and bring me word again." So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field, and the man asked him, saying, "What seekest thou?" What you looking for? Who you looking for, young man? Because remember, the daddy told him, "Hey, go check and see if your brothers and them is doing their job."
Right.
You know, they out there in that field. Go make sure they doing what they supposed to be doing. All right, I'm on my way, Pops. I'm finna go out there. I'm finna go check it out. I'll bring you back a report. He go out there, and a man meets with, hey, young man, what you looking for? Who you looking for? Look what he say. And he said, "I seek my brethren." I'm looking for my brothers. "Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks." I'm looking for my brothers. Tell me where they at. Like, tell me where they be feeding their flocks at. And the man said, "They are departed hence. They ain't even here. For I heard them say, let us go to Dothan." And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. What was they doing?
That was
Plotting plans.
So they wasn't even worried about their job at the time.
They trying to take him out.
We trying to figure out how to take this nigga out. We having a whole council meeting. Sound like the council of Nicaea? Sound like how they said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, of knowing who they are." This is what they're doing right now with Joseph. Come, let us cut him off from being who he say he gonna be. Let's cut him off. He trying to rule over us. Let's figure out how we gonna get rid of this. No. And they said one to another, "Behold, this dreamer cometh." Look, y'all, here come the dreamer. Here come the one that's been dreaming, talking that noise, y'all. "Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say, some evil beast has devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams then." Come on, y'all. Let's go ahead and throw him in this pit with nothing in it and see if his dreams come to pass now. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands and said, "Let us not unalive him." What did Reuben do?
He put him in the...
Why do y'all think Reuben stood up for him?
Because he didn't want his
He was
blood to be on
thinking
his
rational.
Sorry.
Reuben is the older brother.
And it would have been on him. Because he's the oldest, right?
Now, when it comes to this, I'm going to break it down for y'all. When it comes to the oldest, you're supposed to set the tone. You're supposed to let them know who boss. Your little brothers, your little sisters, them ain't supposed to be talking over you and telling you what to do, what you should already know what to do. Man, this is our brother right here. And we sit over here trying to conspire and unalive him. We shouldn't unalive him. What does the word say? Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Reuben recognizing that this is a prophet right here. Don't put your hands on. Don't unalive him.
That's why I agree.
What's going to happen? Most High going to get you. Here we go. And Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, deliver him to the Father again. Are y'all paying attention to what it says?
Yes.
Reuben is the one that told them, don't put no hands on him, touch not my anointed. Don't unalive him, because Reuben was going to get him out the pit and take him back to his father. Read it. It says it right here. And Reuben said unto him, shed no blood, but cast him into the pit. The reason Reuben told him to cast him into the pit is because he could get him up out of there. Cast him into the pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands. Pay attention to the punctuation. That he might rid them out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped out of his coat, stripped him out of his coat, many colors that was on him. They took that away from him. You know, the father gave that to him. That was his precious thing. Like, that was for everybody to know that, you know, hey, I'm the chosen one. My father gifted me this. I'm wearing this with pride. And they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, and there was no water in it. So they were trying to make him starve to death. They threw him into a pit. Could you imagine getting thrown into a pit where you ain't got nothing to drink, nothing to eat, and you cold? Because remember, they took his coat of many colors, so he ain't got nothing to keep warm. Verse 25, and they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. So now they saying that, oh, we can just sell them. We can sell them for a morsel of bread. We can sell them for some food. We can sell them for some gold. We can sell them for this. We can sell them for some spices. Whatever we want, we can get it, but we can get rid of them. Right. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? What is it going to profit us if we slay him and we don't get nothing back for it? So should we just sell him and we can make some type of profit on him, off of him? What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? All the money in the world, you can't take that when you go. Just pay attention to this. It's going to make sense to you here in a minute. Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were content. So now Judah is listening to the big brother. Remember, he put that bug in their ear first time. Just throw him in the wilderness. Take him in the wilderness, throw him in the pit. But don't lay no hands upon him. What did Judah say? The same thing. Let's not unalive him. Let us go ahead and let's not even touch him. Let's sell him to them. They ain't touch him. They made sure they got him up out of there, and then they gave him to them folk, the Ishmaelites, for whatever they gave him, and they strapped him up and took him on. And Reuben, where am I at? Oh, I'm sorry, 28. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up and Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. How did we get into Egypt?
When they sold him for the silver.
They sold Joseph into Egypt. That's how our folks got in Egypt. So you got to pay attention. We're going to go further along into the chapter, but I want y'all to know this. When folks be arguing and saying, oh, well, how did we get over into Egypt? You can tell them it was Joseph, because Joseph got sold by his own folk. into slavery and ended up over there. That was the only reason we ended up over there. That's the only reason his brother and them ended up over there. Remember, his dream, it said that the moon, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars would bow down to him. Where we at? Oh, and Reuben, verse 29. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. What did he do?
He ripped his clothes.
He ripped his clothes.
Where the hell is my brother? What the heck is going on? What y'all to deal with Joseph? Y'all know I was going to come back and get him and take him to daddy. He mad. Because like, man, hold on. Did they unalive, bro?
No.
Did they take him out? What they do with him? He gone. But Reuben don't know because Reuben wasn't there. Reuben had left. His whole thing was, look, once they get drunk enough and they done, then I can go and get little bro out the pit.
Oh, because they're going to be too.
So he mad now because he don't know where he at. And Reuben. Huh?
So Reuben's the one that actually cared for them?
You the older brother. That's your job. To look after them. You here before everybody else. That's your job. Like I be telling you, Nene, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
I am not a Toys R Us.
That's how you be saying it though. You might not say it, but you got to grow up. When it comes to these two, you got to help out. Just like I told him, you supposed to be helping him out, not him doing it for y'all. You in charge. You in charge. Y'all done made me turn this into something else. And he where am I at?
Third.
Thank you, baby. And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat and unalived a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to the father and said, or to their father, and said, this we have found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no. Look, Pop, look what we have found. Is this Joseph's coat? Is this your son's coat? Or no? Or nah, as they say today. Or nah. And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat. An evil beast has devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. What did he just say?
Animal that unalive.
And man, this beast that just tore my baby to shreds. I know this is my son's coat. Look at all this blood. And I made this coat for him. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days. So what did he do? He took off his clothes. Why everybody get naked when somebody get unalive or taken away? Everybody get naked. They just get to ripping off their clothes. Lord, take me now.
Show your pain.
Sound like my auntie when we used to go to funerals. When I used to go to funerals, my aunties and them boy, they be trying to jump in the daggum casket, trying to go in there with whoever is unalive. I mean, it was my great grandma. She had passed away, and she was like, "I'm going with mama. I'm going with mama." She just left. I'm like, what? You finna dive 6 feet into that casket? Like we not playing them games right now. But that's what the story reminded me of. How they rent their clothes. People just get to losing their mind when they lose a loved one or think they lost a loved one. But I guess in the biblical times, getting naked was the thing to do.
Show your grief, your pain.
Shoot, my grief and my pain, I'm gonna walk. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, they just get naked. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. He's like, look, I'm gonna weep until I die. I'm gonna go with my son. I ain't trying to be here with y'all. I don't even like none of y'all. I wanted that one. He's losing his mind at the time. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, and an officer of Pharaoh's and a captain of the guard. Did you want to read, Swede? You got the Message. Or is that the New Living?
This is Message.
Message, okay. Hey, how y'all doing? Whoever in here?
Okay, I'm going to read Genesis chapter 37 in the Message Bible. Starting with verse 1. Meanwhile, Jacob had settled down where his father had lived, in the land of Canaan. This is the story of Jacob. The story continues with Joseph, 17 years old at the time, helping out his brothers in herding the flocks. These were his half-brothers, actually, the sons of his father's wives, Bilhah and Zilpah. And Joseph brought his father bad reports on them. Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons because he was the child of his old age. And he made him an embroidered coat. When his brothers realized that their father loved him more than them, they grew to hate him, and they wouldn't even speak to him. Joseph had a dream. When he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. He said, "Listen to this dream I had. We were all out in the field gathering bundles of wheat. All of a sudden, my bundle stood straight up, and your bundle circled around it and bowed down to mine." His brothers said, "So, you going to rule us? You're going to boss us around?" And they hated him more than ever because of his dreams and the way he talked. And he had another dream and told this one also to his brothers. "I dreamed another dream. The sun and moon and 11 stars bowed down to me." When he told it to his father and brothers, his father reprimanded him. "What's with all this dreaming? Am I and your mother and your brothers all supposed to bow down to you?" Now his brothers were really jealous, but his father brooded it over the whole business. His brothers had gone off to Shechem, where they were pasturing their father's flocks. Israel said to Joseph, "Your brothers are with flocks in Shechem. Come, I want to send you to them." Joseph said, "I'm ready." He said, "Go and see how your brothers and the flocks are doing and bring me back a report." He sent him off from the valley of Hebron to Shechem. A man met him as he was wandering through the fields and asked him, "What are you looking for?" "I'm trying to find my brothers. Do you have any idea where they are grazing their flocks?" The man said, "They've left from here, but I overheard them say, 'Let's go down to Dothan.'" So Joseph took off, tracked his brothers down, and found them in Dothan. They spotted him off in the distance. By the time he got to them, they had cooked up a plot to unalive him. The brothers were saying, "Here comes that dreamer. Let's unalive him and throw him into this well. We can say that a vicious animal ate him up. We'll say what his dreams are about after this." Reuben heard the brothers talking and intervened to save him. "We're not going to unalive him. No murder. No. Go ahead and throw him into this well out here in the wild. But do not hurt him." Reuben planned to go back later and get him out and take him back to his father. When Joseph reached his brothers, they ripped off the fancy coat he was wearing, grabbed him, and threw him into a well. The well's cistern was dry. There wasn't any water in it. Then they sat down to eat their supper. Looking up, they saw a caravan of Ishmaelites on their way from Gilead. Their camels loaded with spices, ointments, and perfumes to sell in Egypt. Judah said, "Brothers, what are we going to get out of unaliving our brother and concealing the evidence? Let's sell him to the Ishmaelites, but let's not unalive him. He is, after all, our brother, our own flesh and blood." His brothers agreed to it. By that time, the Midianite traders were passing by. His brothers pulled Joseph out of the cistern well and sold him for 20 pieces of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took Joseph with them down to Egypt. Later, Reuben came back and went to the cistern well. "No, Joseph!" He ripped his clothes in despair. Beside himself, he went to his brothers. "The boy is gone. What am I going to do?" They took Joseph's coat, butchered a goat, and dipped the coat in blood. They took the fancy coat back to their father and said, "We found this. Look it over. Do you think this is your son's coat?" He recognized it at once. "My son's coat. A wild animal has eaten him." Joseph tore limb from limb. Jacob tore his clothes in grief, dressed in rough burlap, and mourned his son a long, long time. His sons and daughters tried to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. "I'll go to the grave mourning my son." Oh, how his father wept for him. In Egypt, the Midianites sold Joseph to Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officials, manager of his household affairs.
So they probably had like, man, here come the snitch. They probably thought Joseph was a snitch. Are you coming back? What you coming and checking us out for? Now remember, he's 17. So they grown. They not like...
Yeah, they way older than him.
Yeah, they way older than him. They grown. And you talking about the little brother coming and telling on us, we still working for daddy.
Right.
We out here tending to the sheep, tending to the flock. We doing our thing. But this dude coming and telling on us, getting us, they probably was getting in trouble, getting scolded or something. Y'all know y'all supposed to been over there tending to them sheep, tending to my flock, watching over them, making sure the wolf don't come and get them.
That part.
What the heck was you doing in Dalton? Out there looking at them women again? Up in at the strip club? Drinking? And it came to pass, chapter 38, and it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adulamite, whose name was Hirah. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her. And she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name Er. And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. And she yet again conceived and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. And he was at Chezib when she bare him. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground, lest he should give seed to his brother. So he said, No, I'm not about to impregnate this one. I'm getting my rocks off, but I'm about to spill this mug on the ground. Now, I'm just going to stop right there because something just popped up in my head.
Oh, Lord.
There's some things that we do that America has told us is cool, which is, spilling your seed on the ground, playing with yourself. That is not pleasing to the Most High. Your seed is only meant to go inside of a woman. Your seed ain't supposed to be spilled in no other man, no dog, no cat, none of that. Your seed is only meant to multiply inside of a woman. Yes, I'm saying it like that because y'all need to know.
Pregnancy.
Huh?
I said pregnancy.
Yes, pregnancy, to bring life into the world. Do you think animals go out there and when they have their significant other, they take let me spill it over here. They be ready to have their children. They be ready. They ain't playing no games. We the only ones that's stupid enough to keep on spilling our stuff and spraying it on whomever or whatever. Oh, you can put it on their chest. You can put it on their face. People got lives and stuff where they talk about things like this. Putting lotion and stuff on their face, making it look like a man's semen. I know it's funny, but it's the real thing. I'm telling y'all. It's not funny, but it's funny because I'm talking about it. What I'm saying is, this is the stuff that we have been accustomed to. Now, if you would have read it in your word, if your mama and your daddy or whoever it is that's been teaching you for all these years would have told you your seed is only meant to go inside of a woman. And you surely should follow into that. Not on the ground. But look what happens to him. Now, if the Most High was this strict with us still to this day, watch what he do to Onan. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. So already then got slew, whatever you want to say, unalived, taken out. Yeah. So he said, look, hey, go unto your brother's wife and, have a baby. Plant your seed inside of her. So it will then be your brother's seed. But it displeased the Lord with what he did because he did not do what his father had instructed him to do. He spilled it on the ground. Here we go. Then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house till Shelah my son be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he unalive also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. Where was Tamar at?
Her father's house.
Who was taking care of Tamar?
Her father.
So why don't we do that today? Why don't the fathers take care of them like they did back in the day? Probably because you don't read this here and you don't want to do that there. Or maybe you ain't got the job to take care of that. Maybe you ain't got the finances to cover that. Maybe your son shouldn't have a wife right now. Maybe you shouldn't be out there trying to screw around right now. But this is the stuff that we fall into. But back in the day, it was a custom that if your son had a wife, you took care of all of that until they was ready to go and do what? Live their own life. And in the process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, had died. And Judah was comforted, and he went up unto his sheep shears to Timnah, he and his friend Hira, the Adulamite. And it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy father-in-law goes up to Timnah to shear his sheep. And she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself in, sat in an open place, which is by the way of Timnah, or Timnath, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. So this one then already found somebody else. Then she ain't given to this one to be a wife. So she getting upset. She cool. She just want to go in that room. Just bear with her. Don't let her distract. Where was I at? Y'all made me lose my spot.
Was it 11? Wait a minute.
No, 15. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot because she had covered her face. She was supposed to still be in the house. But remember, Judah is in grieving right now. So he been drinking. He didn't had a few of them things. He had a place where he ain't supposed to be because remember, y'all know what a harlot is, don't you?
Yes.
304, one of them type of people. So Tamar is on some trickery right now. She done took off her stuff that she know that she's supposed to be having on and put on some extra stuff to where she look like a harlot right now. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot because she had covered her face. And he turned unto her by the way and said, Go, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, What wilt thou give me that thou mayest come in unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me the pledge till thou send it? Did you tell her to do that, baby?
I did.
Okay. Wilt thou give me a pledge till thou send it? So first she asked, what you gonna give me? Sound like what they say today. What you gonna give me if I give this to you?
Right. That part. What you gonna do for me?
What you gonna do for me? Huh? How much money you got? Hit my cash app. Make it ring. How much you got? Because this thing right here, it costs a lot. You want to have some of this, my good sweet potato salad? Then you better come with that bread. And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet and thy bracelets and thy staff in thine hand. And he gave it her and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. So what happened?
She bare the child.
There was a transaction. In order for him to get her nookie pop, them cookies, he had to pay for it. He had to give her his ring, his signet, and what else? His bracelets and his staff in his hand. And she arose and went away and laid by her veil from her and put on the garments of her widowhood. So now she's like, oh, snap. She know what she was doing. Then she went back and put on them clothes. Straight up like nothing happened. Sound like some of y'all today. We'll go and do some sneaky stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing, laying with whomever you want to lay with, and then turn around and come home and act like nothing happened. Like you didn't just go do it. And I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about men too. It goes both ways when it comes to this right here. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend, the Adulamite, to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. What did Judah do? Remember, he said he was going to send her a what? Go to verse 17. Yes, I will send you a kid from my flock. And she said, no, give me a pledge.
Right.
Like, promise me.
Because you're going to send it.
Mm-hmm. But I need some reassurance. I need some collateral that you're going to do this. See, when you read this thing, you got to break it down piece by piece. You got to chew this up. You can't just run through it and read it like, oh, I got it. I figured it out.
Right.
No, that was a transaction that happened. And he was honoring his pledge. Because he said, look, hey, here go the kid goat that I was going to give her, the woman that was here. Here, get that to her and let me get my stuff back. Then he asked the men of that place, saying, where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, there was no harlot in this place. Hey, where that 304, where that girl at that was sitting over here by the wayside the other night that I slept with? Where's she at? Man, what you talking about? Ain't no harlot been over here by our wayside. What you talking about? We don't know what you talking about. Yeah, they looking clueless. And he returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her. And also the men of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. Well, no 304 over here. And Judah said, let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I send this kid and thou hast not found her. Take it to her. But I sent the kid and y'all still ain't found her. I sent the kid goat, y'all still ain't found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, has played the harlot. And also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, bring her forth and let her be burnt. Said, Tamar, your daughter-in-law played a harlot. And what did she do? Read it one more time. Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, has played the harlot, played you. And also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And she pregnant too. And Judah said, bring her forth and let her be burnt. Because see, back then, if you were supposed to be somebody's and you went and played somebody, oh, they took you out. You is not to be living no more. You couldn't be no 304 and be proud today. You would be stoned. You would be burnt at a stake. All of that stuff. See, we do stuff nowadays because we free.
Get away with it.
There ain't nobody that's going to stone us. Ain't nobody going to unalive us or hang us up on the stake. When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, by the man whose these are, hey, grab my staff. I got a signet right here. Grab my staff. Where is it?
It's right there.
I got props, y'all. I got props. This is my staff. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, I see it right there. It's invisible. Where I'm at. When she was brought forth, you can kind of see, sent to her father-in-law, saying, by the man whose these are, am I with child? And she said, discern, I pray thee, whose are these, the signet, the bracelets, and the staff. Nini, where your bracelets at? Give me one of the bracelets off the wrist. Oh, you ain't got none? Okay, anyway. Here's the signet right here. I'm going to take the ring off. This is the signet right there. So tell me then, whose staff is this? Whose signet is this? And whose bracelets are these? That's who I'm pregnant by.
Yeah.
That's who I done slept with.
She called him out.
Yeah, she called him out. Look, you went over there and you were sleeping with the 304.
Right. You the one.
You the one. But you want to try to punch stuff out on me.
You try to burn somebody else.
Yeah, you try to burn. There you go. Try to burn somebody up. But you was the one sleeping with one of them. So whoever these are is who I'm pregnant by. And Judah acknowledged them and said, she has been more righteous than I. Boy, she more righteous than me. She done played me in my face. She knew who I was, but she knew I didn't know who she was. She knew I was inebriated. Because that I gave her not to Sheila, my son, and he knew her again no more. He didn't sleep with her no more after that. And it came to pass in that time of her travail that, behold, twins were in her womb. Twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed that one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, "This came out first." And it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out, and she said, "How hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee." Therefore his name was called Phares. And afterward came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zara. You know what she said? How? How did you break forth? Because the first one came out, he reached out, and she's like, "Oh, that's the first one. He ain't came out all the way."
But
See,
his hand was up.
they ain't come out head first like they do today in the hospital. They say, "Oh, your baby gotta come out head first." This sucker stuck his hand out, his arm out.
Right.
And she said, "Look, y'all, it's the first one. Let me put this on there so I know who the first baby is."
Yeah.
Then the second one come out. I was like, "Wait a minute. How you come out before your brother? How did you push him out the way and you come out? I know you the second baby, because the one that got the ribbon around his wrist is the first child." There's some trickery going on here. Just like the mama. Hey, whatever you be doing, your baby gonna come out doing. Look, you got two of them, you got one of them. They gonna come out like you. They gonna come out like they daddy sometimes. Tricksters. You ready, baby?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read
Get my
Genesis
staff.
chapter 38 in the Message Bible. About that time, Judah separated from his brothers and went to stay with a man in Adullam named Hira. While there, Judah met the daughter of a Canaanite named Shua. He married her, they went to bed. She became pregnant and had a son named Er. She got pregnant again and had a son named Onan. She had still another son. She named this one Shelah. They were living at Giza when she had him. Judah got a wife for Er, his firstborn. His name was Tamar. But Judah's firstborn, Er, grievously offended God, and God took his life. So Judah told Onan, "Go and sleep with your brother's widow. It's the duty of a brother-in-law to keep your brother's line alive." But Onan knew that the child wouldn't be his. So whenever he slept with his brother's widow, he spilled his semen on the ground so he wouldn't produce a child for his brother. God was much offended by what he did and also took his life. So Judah stepped in and told his daughter-in-law Tamar, "Live as a widow at home with your father until my son Shelah grows up." He was worried that Shelah would also end up unalive, just like his brothers. So Tamar went to live with her father. Time passed. Judah's wife, Shua?
How's yours spelled?
S-H-U-A.
S-H-U-A? Shua?
Shua's daughter unalive. When the time of mourning was over, Judah with his friend Hira of Adullam went to Timnah for the sheep shearing. Tamar was told, "Your father-in-law has gone to Timnah to shear his sheep." She took off her widow's clothes, put on a veil to disguise herself, and sat at the entrance to Enuim, which is on the road to Timnah. She realized by now that even though Shelah was grown up, she wasn't going to be married to him. Judah saw her and assumed she was a prostitute since she had veiled her face. He left the road and went over to her. He said, "Let me sleep with you." He had no idea that this was his daughter-in-law. She said, "What will you pay me?" "I'll send you," he said, "a kid goat from my flock." She said, "Not unless you give me a pledge until you send it." "So what would you want in the way of a pledge?" She said, "Your personal seal and cord and the staff you carry." He handed them over to her and slept with her, and she got pregnant. She then left and went home. She removed her veil and put her widow's clothes back on. Judah sent the kid goat by his friend from Adullam to recover the pledge from the woman, but he couldn't find her. He asked the men of that place, "Where's the prostitute that used to sit by the road here near, was it Enuim?" They said, "There's never been a prostitute here." He went back to Judah and said, "I couldn't find her." The men there said, "There never has been a prostitute there." Judah said, "Let her have it then. If we keep looking, everyone will be poking fun at us. I kept my part of the bargain. I sent the kid goat, but you couldn't find her." 3 months or so later, Judah was told, "Your daughter-in-law has been playing the whore, and now she's pregnant." Judah yelled, "Get her out here. Burn her up." As they brought her out, she sent a message to her father-in-law. "I'm pregnant by the man who owns these things. Identify them, please. Who's the owner of the seal and cord and the staff?" Judah saw they were his. He said, "She's in the right and I'm in the wrong. I wouldn't let her marry my son Shelah." He never slept with her again. When her time came to give birth, it turned out that there were twins in her womb. As she was giving birth, one put his hand out. The midwife tied a red thread on his hand, saying, "This one came out first." But then he pulled it back and his brother came out. She said, "Oh, a breakout." So she named him Perez Breakout. Then his brother came out with the red thread on his hand, and they named him Sarah. That means bright.
Bright. Now, it don't say this in there, but I got some questions. Why do y'all think all this is happening to Judah?
Probably because of what he did to his brother.
So
As
payback.
far as what?
Everything that's taking place with Judah, because it's all of this is happening after what they did to Joseph. But this is happening to Judah for what he did. Remember, he lost 2 sons, and what was the other one? Onan or Onan. Lost those 2, and he wanted some grandchildren. But then he told Tamar that fine, I will give my son Sheila, or is that Sheila?
Sheila.
Once he becomes of age, I'm gonna pass on you. But Tamar was like, I don't want him. She wanted the daddy. I asked that. It's not part of the lesson. I'm just asking because it seems like all of this it lines up. Like when Joseph was there, everybody was blessed. Wasn't nothing happening to nobody.
But I don't think it was she didn't want him. He didn't give him to her.
He didn't give him to what he wasn't major.
Judah did not give Tamar him. He didn't give his side of the bargain.
Right, but at what time? Because at the time she was already at her father's house. So and Judah was at the little club or whatever, according to the scripture. It's a lot that we could put in there.
No, it's in the word.
Say it again. Look at it again.
She said that he didn't allow Sheila to marry her. He didn't keep his bargain. That's why she wound up sleeping with Judah. He never gave her.
What verse is that? No, I'm not saying you wrong. I was just saying what verse is that?
Man, I got to go back. I just read it.
When she brought forth, nope, that ain't it.
It was right before she had put all that widow stuff on.
Tamar saying, "Behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnah to shear sheep, and she put her widow garments off of her and covered her with the veil."
14.
Okay, I'm right there. And she put her, I'm at 14. My 14 says, and she put her widow's garments off from her and covered her with the veil and wrapped herself and sat in an open place, which is by the way of Timnath, for she saw that Sheila was grown and she was not, okay, gotcha. She saw that he was
never
grown,
had intention to let that boy marry her.
She was not given unto him to wife. So she was mad.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So she was mad so much that she said, I'm going to sleep with the daddy.
Yeah, because she was tired of them playing games with her.
So I'm going to play you like you played me.
See, I'm looking at it from a woman's perspective.
I know you is. You always do.
I'm letting you know you ain't going to play no games with me. You said that you was going to give me your son. You did not hold up to that.
So do you think that she just wanted some babies? Because remember, when was there, he unalived, he passed away, and then Onan gave him, but instead of him, doing what he was supposed to do, he spilled his on the ground and then he unalived.
Not just that though, you gotta look at it like this. He said he was gonna give her Sheila, right?
Yep. When he got grown, Sheila,
but she had to physically wait all them years for that boy to get grown. And now you gonna tell me he not gonna marry me? Oh yeah,
you ain't gonna give it to me now. You know what? I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have me some kids. You playing games with me? Okay, baby. Thank you for clearing that up for us. We at 39. We back with Joseph.
How many likes we got?
What?
That's how many likes we got.
Oh, at 39. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which he had brought him down thither. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. Now, I'm paying attention to some words.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It said, the Lord was with Joseph. So the Lord wasn't with them over there. He's with who?
Joseph.
And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. His master saw that who was with him?
God.
Oh, my toes. The Father, God, the Most High,
Was with him.
with him, and everything that Joseph touched prospered or turned to gold. He was gifted. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him and made him overseer over his house, and all that he had he put into his hand. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house and over all that he had, and that the Lord blessed the Egyptian. What?
Go ahead.
And the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in his house and in the field. The Lord blessed the Egyptians because of who?
Because of
Joseph.
Oh.
Because of what Joseph was doing, Joseph's sake. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand. And he knew and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored, handsome. That's what it is, goodly, handsome person. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me, sleep with me, Joseph."
She wanted her some jokes.
Cause look, Potiphar, he had gave him everything. He's like, look, whatever was mine is yours. Pretty much. Anything I got, you can have. Now, I'm pretty sure he ain't talking about his wife, of course.
Everything but.
But he refused and said unto his master's wife, "Behold, my master watereth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is no greater in this house than I. Neither hath I kept back anything he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?" Joseph knew. He said, look, my master has given me everything. He ain't got no problem with me. He's giving me everything except you. Why would I sleep with you and displease my heavenly Father? You know, you sleep with somebody else's wife, that's a problem. That's a curse. That's an issue. That brings destruction upon your household. That brings destruction upon you. And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her to lie by her or be with her. So what was she doing every day?
Trying to get with him.
Trying to seduce him. Ooh, let me come up and just slip right beside him. Let me say some sweet things. Ooh, let me make myself smell good. Ooh, let me make myself look. Let me show him a little thigh. Let me show him a little cheek. You know, let me tempt him to see if he gonna fall into this trap.
Big sweet nothing.
Yeah, sweet nothings. And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. So Joseph was in there handling his business, doing his job. But there ain't no men around. Ain't nobody to see. Ain't no witnesses. And she caught him by his garment, saying, "Lie with me." And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. What happened? Y'all seen Joseph in the coat of many colors?
He got up out of there in a flash.
Oh, the girl was trying to.
She was trying to seduce him, trying to pull him in. He said, "I'm out."
But he left. And
Look, hold on to the shirt. "I'm out." Nope.
He said, "Not today."
Not today, Satan.
Nah.
I'm gone. Hey, some of us brothers ain't that strong, and I'm not trying to rhyme. But let somebody like today do that stuff today. They're like, "Man, I ain't that strong. I'm just going to go ahead and do it." Joseph was way stronger than us today. Huh?
You better run from sin.
You better run. You better take off. You better run like Usain Bolt. Move around. I'm telling you the truth. Listen, I done been in situations where I know it was God saying, "If you don't get the heck up out this house, you better go. Don't be in.
You better get gone.
You better get gone. You know what you got at home. You know what you got. You know that you got to teach them the right way. You can't be following the traps, can't be telling people to do stuff and then you turn around and do the opposite.
That part.
Can't be no wolf in sheep's clothing. No hypocrite. I know I ain't the only one. There's plenty of us out here that have fell into this stuff, and some of us done fell all the way in. But looking at this book and this Bible, here's an example of what you should do in these type of situations. But if you don't open up the book, you ain't never seen a man run away from something that he ain't supposed to be near. Because everything that America shows you is that you're supposed to stay right there and just give in to temptation.
Give in and do.
Give in to her trying to seduce you. But Joseph was way stronger than that. And it came to pass about this time, I'm reading one more time. He went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me, sleep with me. And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. And it came to pass, when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, see, he has brought in a Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. So she mad because he wouldn't sleep with her. So she got to conspire some lies to say that he tried to grape her. He tried to sleep with her, huh?
He left her tail standing right
there. He left her right there. But it's some women out here that if you leave their tail standing right there, they will conspire against you and say that you did something that you didn't do. Or they gonna run, look, let me go tell his wife. Let me go tell his children. Let me go tell his family what he got going on. And it's men too. Oh, this stuff goes on all the time. Don't do what somebody wants you to do and see why don't they turn around and slander your name. Because you didn't do what they wanted you to do. You didn't fall into the trap. So what did she do? She told all them men, look, this man, this Hebrew that y'all done brought up in here, he came in mocking us, trying to sleep with me, trying to lie with me, and took off running when I let up a loud voice, when I screamed, ah! Why are you laughing?
That's how she did.
She screamed, ah! So he took off running. And now we got to deal with him.
Right.
So
we got to lock his tail up. Ain't that what some of the people do to our people today?
Yes.
Back in the day, if y'all don't know the stories, they used to say that black men was trying to grape a white woman. And it was just because they wanted it. Let's not be funny. They wanted it. But they would say, he graped me. F1 in the chat. Excuse me. I got this right. F1 in the chat. He graped me. Just because they got caught. They got caught with their pants down, their skirt up. So they want to lie and lock your tail up while they sitting out here living their life. Oh, this stuff goes on all the time. We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Or like in, what's that movie we always watch?
What movie? There's a movie we watched?
Yeah. Daddy's Little Girl.
That's what I'm thinking of, Daddy's Little Girl.
Oh, yeah.
So we on the same
Okay,
page.
Daddy's Little Girl. Thank you, sweet. That's what I want. Y'all on the same place. Okay, so in the movie Daddy's Little Girl, y'all remember when what's his name? Idris Elba? However you say the brother name.
Idris Elba.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, when he was young, and he was a good basketball player. He was the thing. You know, he was the one that everybody wanted. But when the daddy came in the room, the girl, she got scared and said that he tried to grape her. When he didn't even do it. It's like, tell the truth. You know, you wanted it, but you shouldn't be in certain places.
At certain times.
At certain times. Because you never know how people is going to try to set you up, what the turnout is going to be. But that followed him all his life. Even to when he got his own kids, it still followed him. Did that not follow Joseph?
Yes.
It got him locked up. Here we go. Let's finish. Nah. And it came to pass when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, because she said, I lifted up my voice and I started crying, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home. She left a little piece of clothing right there until her husband came home, which is his Lord.
She getting everybody to believe.
Oh, she getting everybody to believe his lie. And that's how they do. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me. And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which he spake unto him, saying, after this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, at a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison, and whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him, and that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper. So everywhere that Joseph go, it prospers. Somebody knows that the Lord is with him. Now, I know we're talking about this story. Don't get bored with me here. This is the same thing with us today. Anywhere you go, the most people gonna know. Oh, that's one of God's chosen right there. That's an anointed one. That's an appointed one. There's favor with him. There's favor with them.
Right.
Everywhere that they go. Soon as they touch down, oh my gosh. Y'all, we blessed.
Every time.
We get on the platform. We blessed. We get on somebody else's platform. We blessed. Here it come raining in.
Go to the grocery store.
Out in Plug.
Yeah, go to the grocery store. We blessed. We go to the jobs. The cats get blessed.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere we go, somebody is just giving us something.
Favor in Texas, favor in
Favor.
Arkansas.
He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Now, it don't say that the favor is just going to come through the woman. It says obtains favor from who?
The Lord.
Most High.
So he can have anybody give you some favor.
Favor.
Joseph done went to prison. Who you know go to prison and get favor?
Come on.
Not a lot of people.
He done went to Egypt where he got sold into slavery. Favor.
He got that mind.
Soon as he got there, what's her name? The woman, whatever dude name, Potiphar. Literally appoints him over all his people. Favor.
Favor.
Lets him control the house. Lets him run things, because everything that he does, he knows that the Lord is with him and it's going to prosper. Reminds you of somebody?
You.
I wasn't saying it like that, but thank you, baby. Appreciate you. That's a slap up the top.
I'm
But
thinking about where we at now.
yes, where we at
Favor.
now. But I was gonna say Jacob with Laban.
Oh yeah, favor.
Remember? Favor. When he was with Laban or Laban, how do you say the man's name? No, Laban, Laban, whatever the man name, whatever way we gonna say it, y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, he was blessed.
He was.
He got all them animals. Remember, he had animals already, but soon as he came along, now you got a whole bunch of animals, a whole bunch of flock. You got favor from the Lord, huh?
Favor.
Did I finish that chapter? Yes, I did. But that's what it is. When you know, or not when you know, when other people know who you are, whose you are,
Yeah.
they gonna bless you. The Most High gonna do what they say in the churches, put it on your heart to give. They ain't gonna have to say, hey, I'm on the scene. I'm the anointed one. I'm the appointed one.
Right.
Bless me. Sow into my ministry. Sow into me and watch you prosper. No, you don't do nothing like that. The Most High is going to send it and people going to know.
Yeah.
Just like with Christ, when Christ walked the earth, people knew. He didn't have to go around and say, hey, y'all, I'm God's son.
Come on.
I'm the chosen one.
Right.
I'm the one to bring the miracles.
Right.
I'm the one that's going to make the blind see. I'm the one that's going to make the deaf hear. I'm the one that's going to make the lame walk. I'm the one that's going to make the unalive get up and be alive again.
Right. Demon possessed same.
Yes, I'm the one that's going to cast out demons.
Yeah.
He ain't had to say nothing like that. Actions speak louder than words do.
Yes,
I like that voice.
You like what? You know what? You're going to stop. I'm not dealing with you. Go ahead and read. Read.
Say it one more time.
Which one? I'm the one. It's me. G-Will in the building. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like the way you
Come on, man.
All right. I'm going to read Genesis chapter 39 in the Message Bible.
Hashtag undefeated.
Oh, no.
After Joseph had been taken to Egypt by the Ishmaelites, Potiphar, an Egyptian, one of Pharaoh's officials and the manager of his household, bought him from them. As it turned out, God was with Joseph, and things went very well with him. He ended up living in the home of his Egyptian master. His master recognized that God was with him, saw that God was working for good in everything he did. He became very fond of Joseph and made him his personal aide. He put him in charge of all his personal affairs, turning everything over to him. From that moment on, God blessed the home of the Egyptians, all because of Joseph. The blessing of God spread over everything he owned. At home and in the fields, and all Potiphar had to concern himself with was eating 3 meals a day. Joseph was strikingly handsome man. As time went on, his master's wife became infatuated with Joseph and one day said, "Sleep with me." He wouldn't do it. He said to his master's wife, "Look, with me here, my master doesn't give a second thought to anything that goes on here. He's put me in charge of everything he owns. He treats me as an equal. The only thing he hasn't turned over to me is you. You're his wife, after all. How could I violate his trust and sin against God?" She pestered him day after day after day, but he stood his ground. He refused to go to bed with her. On one of these days, he came to the house to do his work, and none of the household servants happened to be there. She grabbed him by the cloak, saying, "Sleep with me." He left his coat in her hand and ran out of the house. When she realized that he had left his coat in her hand and ran outside, she called to her house servants, "Look, this Hebrew shows up, and before you know it, he's trying to seduce us. He tried to make love to me, but I yelled as loud as I could. With all my yelling and screaming, he left his coat beside me here and ran outside." She kept his coat right there until his master came home. She told him the same story. She said, "The Hebrew slave, the one you brought to us, came after me and tried to use me for his plaything. When I yelled and screamed, he left his coat with me and ran outside." When his master heard his wife's story, she was telling him, "These are the things your slave did to me." He was furious. Joseph's master took him and threw him into the jail, where the king's prisoners were locked up. But there in jail, God was still with Joseph. He reached out in kindness to him. He put him on good terms with the head jailer. The head jailer put Joseph in charge of all the prisoners.
Wow.
He ended up managing the whole operation. The head jailer gave Joseph free reign, never even checked on him because God was with him. Whatever he did, God made sure it worked out for the best.
Wow. Now, when you watch Joseph in the Coat of Many Colors, is that the name of the movie?
Yeah.
It's King of Dreams.
Oh,
King of Dreams. Okay, whatever.
It's the-
King of Dreams, Joseph in the Coat of Many
It's
Colors,
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Anyways, when you watch that joint, it don't say that he made him the head jailer. I mean, the head jester inside that prison.
Right. In the word it says.
In the word it says it. But that's some serious favor. You go to jail and you the head in there. You the head in charge.
You get favor everywhere you go.
He said he didn't even have to come check on Joseph. They said he didn't even have to come check on Joseph because he knew that Joseph was going to do the right thing.
That's deep.
wow.
That reminds me of work.
That remind you of work? Yeah, you ain't got to come check on me. I'm always on my job. I'm doing my job.
That's for real.
Look, when you got somebody like that, you better hold on to it. Matter of fact, learn from it.
Yeah.
So you can get the same thing too.
Take notes.
But you ain't gonna never be able to outdo the original.
Take notes.
But all you can do is imitate,
That's
learn, and appreciate that one that you got.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet you that jailer was like, "Man, I ain't got to come in here and put y'all in place or nothing. Everybody doing the right thing just because this man inside this prison. Oh, thank you, Potiphar.
He was doing his job.
I ain't even got to do nothing. I'm getting paid to not do nothing."
Right.
Less, what did you say all the time when we go to work in the morning?
I say, what is it?
Something with favor and less.
Favor of the Lord.
Or
No.
harder, not smarter.
No, you say something else with that. You know
But
what
do
you
your
say.
do your best. Let
That ain't
God
it
do the
either.
rest.
I know that one. But it's something else you say. Something with favor.
Favor.
Chapter 40, y'all.
Yeah.
Dang, we done made it pretty far. That's 3 chapters. And it came to pass, after these things, that the butler of the king of Egypt and his baker had offended their lord, the king of Egypt, and Pharaoh was wroth against 2 of his officers, against the chief of the butlers and against the chief of the bakers. So he never really just unalived them out of nowhere. Like when he got mad, he just sent him to jail. He just made him go do some hard labor. And he put them in the ward of the house of the captain of the guard, into the prison, the place where Joseph was bound. And the captain of the guard charged Joseph with them, and he served them, and they continued a season inward. And dreamed a dream. This is where Joseph's dreams or interpretation of dreams comes into play. This is where his gift. But your gift don't always be right there. But sometimes somebody got to. Say it again for the people in the back.
You always show up when you need.
And they dreamed a dream, and both of them, each man his dream in one night, each man according to the interpretation of his dream, the butler and the baker of the king of Egypt, which were bound in the prison. And Joseph came in unto them in the morning and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad. Hey, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all looking like that? Man, we done had a dream, and I can't even tell you what the dream means. And he asked Pharaoh's officers that were with him in the ward of his lord's house, saying, wherefore look ye so sadly today? Why y'all look so sad today? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all should be happy. Y'all looking at me like I'm talking to y'all. And they said unto him, we have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me them, I pray you. Do not the interpretations belong to who?
To God.
So if you want to get your dreams interpreted or told to you where you can understand it,
right,
you got to go to who?
God.
Most High.
And in the vine were 3, or let me read it again. And the chief butler told his dream to Joseph and said to him, in my dream, behold, a vine was before me, and in the vine were 3 branches, and it was as though it had budded, and her blossoms shot forth, and the cluster thereof brought forth ripe grapes. And Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. And Joseph said unto him, this is the interpretation of it. This is the breakdown of your dream. The 3 branches are 3 days. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thine head and restore thee unto thy place, and thou shalt deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand after the former manner when thou was his butler. So what did he tell him? You only going to be in prison for 3 days, and Pharaoh going to pull you up out of here, and you going to go back and do your job unto Pharaoh.
Yeah.
That's what your dream means. Where I'm at. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thine head and restore thee unto thy place. And thou shalt deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand. And after the former manner, when thou was his butler, deliver him his cup into his hand. It's like you're going to serve him. You're going to give him his cup again. You're going to be that butler again.
Yeah, right again.
But think on me when it shall be well with thee, and show kindness, I pray thee, unto me, and make mention of me unto Pharaoh, and bring me out of this house. Look, now I done gave you this dream, the interpretation of it, but I need you to think about me. When you tell Pharaoh, or when you go out there and you back with Pharaoh, let him know that I'm in here too, but tell him I interpreted this dream and told him that you was going to be back with him. And you was going to be his butler again. He putting his trust in who? Man.
Right.
He think man going to help him get out of prison.
Oh, yeah, that's deep.
But for indeed, I was stolen away out of the land of the Hebrews. And here also have I done nothing that they should put me into the dungeon. He told him his story like, look, man, let me tell you something. I was stolen out of the way of the land of the Hebrews. Hebrews. Remind me of the movie 12 Years a Slave. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. 12 Years a Slave. Says, for indeed I was stolen away from out of the land of the Hebrews. And there, or here also, have I done nothing that they should put me into this dungeon. Here also, look, I didn't do nothing when I was over there with them, and they threw me in the pit. And then they sold me into slavery. And then as soon as I got over here, I was cool for a minute, and then now I done got thrown into prison again. I've been thrown into this dungeon for nothing. I ain't done nothing to none of them. Not my brother and them, not his wife, nobody. When the chief baker saw that the interpretation was good, he said unto Joseph, I also was in my dream, and behold, I had 3 wine baskets on my head, and in the uppermost basket there was all manner of bakements for Pharaoh, and the birds did eat them out of the basket upon my head. And Joseph answered and said, this is the interpretation thereof. The 3 baskets are 3 days. So it's another 3 days that something's going to go down. But the only reason that he asking Pharaoh or coming to Pharaoh, I'm not Pharaoh, Joseph about this dream is because he just interpreted the butler's dream. And it went well with him. So he's like, look, I got to tell you my dream too. Let me know what's going on too. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thy head from off thee, and shall hang thee on a tree, and the birds shall eat your flesh from off of thee. And it came to pass the 3rd day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants. And he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again. And he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. But hanged the chief baker as Joseph had interpreted to them. Yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph, but forgot him.
Oh, yeah. How quickly they forget.
Now, the only reason they got out is because Pharaoh ain't got nobody to serve him. He got plenty of people that can feed him, but he ain't got nobody that can be a butler to him. Right. So it's his birthday. You think I want to go out there and I want to make my own thing? I want to do this. I want to celebrate on my own. I want to go out there. Like, come on. Do you start your own birthday? Like, do you? Hey, y'all, I'm going to cook for myself. I'm going to make sure I got this for myself. I'm going to throw myself a party. Now, usually you want somebody else to throw your party. Somebody else to celebrate you. You want somebody else to cook for you. It's your day. So Pharaoh said, it's my day. So I'm going to get the butler up out there because he about to serve me. Yes, you is. You about to give me my drink. About to bring me my stuff. But the baker, I don't need you. He lifted him up, hung him on a tree, and let the birds eat him all the way. Oh. Yeah, that's how they did back in the day. They didn't care. If you ticked them off, they could do whatever they wanted to you. It's kind of like, it's my party and I cry if I want to. Oh, yeah. It's my party. I can do whatever I want to. It's my birthday, not yours. Yeah. You can't tell me what to do on my day. Yeah. Kind of like how my baby acting when it comes around March 6th. It's my birthday, baby. Spoil me. The best of the best. For real. I mean, that's just how people act. Me, I don't give a damn about my birthday. It don't matter to me. All I know is that this is the day that I came into the world. Go ahead, baby. Did you want to say anything? Because you're over there with that little smirk on your face.
That's what you just said. But I'm going to read it. Here's something else. All right. I'm going to read Genesis chapter 40 in the
my baby's
Bible.
Spoiled. She ain't got a lot of y'all. She's spoiled.
As time went on, it happened that the cupbearer and the baker of the king of Egypt crossed their master, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh was furious with his 2 officials, the head cupbearer and the head baker, and put them in custody until the captain of the guard. It was the same jail where Joseph was held. The captain of the guard assigned Joseph to see to their needs. After they had been in custody for a while, the king's cupbearer and baker, while being held in jail, both had a dream on the same night, each dream having its own meaning. When Joseph arrived in the morning, he noticed that they were feeling low. So he asked them, the 2 officials of Pharaoh who had been thrown into jail with him, what's wrong? Why the long faces? They said, We dream dreams, and there's no one to interpret them. Joseph said, don't interpretations come from God? Tell me the dreams. First, the head cupbearer took his dream to Joseph. In my dream, there was a vine in front of me with 3 branches on it. It budded, blossomed, and the clusters ripened into grapes. I was holding Pharaoh's cup. I took the grapes, squeezed them into Pharaoh's cup, and gave the cup to Pharaoh. Joseph said, here's the meaning. The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will get you out of here and put you back to your old work. You'll be giving Pharaoh his cup just as you used to do when you were his cupbearer. Only remember me when things are going well with you again. Tell Pharaoh about me and get me out of this place. I was kidnapped from the land of the Hebrews, and since I've been here, I've done nothing to deserve being put in this hole.
Right.
When the head baker saw how well Joseph's interpretation turned out, he spoke up. My dream went like this. I saw 3 wicker baskets on my head. The top basket had assorted pastries from the bakery, and birds were picking at them from the basket on my head. Joseph said, this is the interpretation. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will take off your head, impale you on a post, and the birds will pick your bones clean. And sure enough, on the 3rd day, it was Pharaoh's birthday, and he threw a feast for all his servants. He set the head cupbearer and the head baker in places of honor in the presence of all the guests. Then he restored the head cupbearer to his cupbearing post. He handed Pharaoh his cup just as he did before, and then he impaled the head baker on a post, following Joseph's interpretations exactly. But the head cupbearer never gave Joseph another thought. He forgot all about him after that.
Wow.
That's deep.
Why you blocked them?
That goes to show you.
Blocked. Why
I
you?
was trying to do something. I didn't mean to.
Oh. Okay. The interpretation of them dreams, when I was listening to it, when Baby was saying it, the only part that I didn't catch, cause I'm not gonna say I could interpret it, but the 3 baskets. Like I don't see how those are 3 days, but I mean it's God's way of saying it's 3 days, the 3 baskets. Or it could be that, you got to go get the basket, fill the basket up this day. And then you got to fill the basket up the next day. And you got to fill the basket up the next day. So that could be the 3 days. But the other part of it with the butler, I don't see how he didn't understand his dream. That he would be back in Pharaoh's good graces, if you will, doing the same job that he did before. Because the cup filled up, with the grapes. The juice from the grapes, which is wine, and he was giving it back to him. Now, the butler, on the other hand, when he said he started eating stuff, that right there lets you know that it's bad. The birds is eating things. They was eating the stuff out of the baskets. That right there tells you that it's something bad about that because they eating out of your basket. Birds. But I don't know. Maybe y'all can say something.
That's why we got to pray for interpretation of our dreams, because like you said, the 3 baskets, just the fact that it was 3, we be thinking logically like, oh, okay, what's going to happen with these baskets? What would be the matter with the baskets? It was just showing the days.
Yeah, 3 days that it's going to happen. Which,
but if you're thinking in your natural mind and not in your spiritual mind, you're not going to interpret that on your own.
And then also just knowing that it was Pharaoh's birthday, you bring gifts. You come bearing gifts, baskets with stuff in it. So that's what I gather from it when I'm listening to it. Ready to move on?
Yes.
You getting bored?
Moving on.
Everybody happy? And it came to pass, chapter 41, at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat-fleshed, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them out of the river of ill-favored and lean-fleshed, and stood by the other kind upon the brink of the river. And the ill-favored and the lean-fleshed kind did eat up the 7 well-favored and fat kind. So Pharaoh awoke, and he slept and dreamed the second time, and behold, 7 ears. Let me stop right there. Pharaoh woke up out this dream and was like, "Ooh, wait a minute."
Yeah.
And then he went back to sleep right after that. He didn't just hey, like they tell us to do, you better call on God, call on Jesus, ask God what's going on. He went right back to sleep. And when he went back to sleep and dreamed the second time, and behold, 7 ears of corn came up upon one stalk, rank and good. And behold, 7 thin ears and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them, and the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears. And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream. He woke up and said, it was all a dream.
Right, correct.
And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all magicians of Egypt and all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh. Sounds very familiar as to when Moses and them came to Pharaoh, and every time they performed, or Moses and them did what the Most High told them to do, and then Janus and Jambres, or whatever their name was, on the king or the prince of Egypt, they tried to do the same thing, but they don't never go to who? God for anything. This is why Joseph is over there. You think about it, because if Joseph's not there, who can interpret their dreams? Who they gonna go to?
They probably gonna go to the sorcerer.
False gods, sorcerers, and sorcerers cannot do what only God can do, or sends one to do.
Right.
So this is all of this is a process of time. This is all going on because this is showing you who the Most High, Yah, Abba Father, Adonai, Ancient of Days, God is. When he on the scene, can't nobody do nothing. Can't nobody interpret the dreams. Can't nobody tell what's going on, what's going to happen. And Pharaoh understands that because he calls all his people, the Egyptians, to see if they can interpret this dream because it troubled him. It vexed him. It made him feel some type of way. He woke up, he's like, dang, man, that dream was deep. Like, what was going on? I'm seeing cows in my dream, eating one another. The favorite ones is getting eaten by the ill-favorite ones. Then I'm seeing corn and all this other stuff going on. Like, what type of dream is this? Somebody got to help me with this. This got me feeling some type of way. This is how you get mad, because can't nobody interpret it, y'all. What verse are we at? 8. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt and all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day. I do remember when I had a dream this day. I remember my faults. I remember what was going on. It was somebody in that prison. One of the ones you sent up in there, Pharaoh, that interpreted, that told me that one day that I will come out and I will be a butler again unto you. Let me get back into it. And we dreamed a dream in one night, I and he. And we dreamed each man according to the interpretation of his dream. And there was there with us a young man, a Hebrew, servant to the captain of the guard. And we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams, each man according to his dream he did interpret. And it came to pass as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto Pharaoh. I ain't done. Put a pin in that. Where we at?
This is deep though, because it make you think of too, where it says your gift will make room for you.
You took the words out of my mouth. But remember, there's no other Hebrew over there. So it's the Hebrews that the Most High uses.
Come on.
If you want to get some help, you want to get some favor, if you want the interpretation thereof, if you got those gifts, they going to come through who?
Come on.
Them Hebrews.
Hebrew.
Them chosen folk. The ones that the Most High chose, not the ones that you chose. You can't go to no Egyptian. You can't go to no witch, no warlock. What's the ones that do the crystal ball? Psychic. Palm reader. Yeah. For none of that. It ain't gonna work like that. You gotta go to one of the Most High's chosen, especially when you have some dreams like this.
That's it.
But he remembered everything. He says, look, I remember everything now. It just popped up in my head. We had dreams, me and the other one, we both had dreams. And when we went and we told him about our dreams, they actually came to pass. I'm back in this office where I'm supposed to be at because he told me that I would be back in your good grace. And then the other one, you unalived him. You hung him on a tree. He already gone. So Pharaoh like, where that man at? Go get him. They go get him. Joseph probably looking rugged, messed up, busted and disgusted. You know, he been in prison. So first thing he do is he shave off his hair. Keep your hair, y'all. Don't shave your hair.
Yeah,
Keep your hair. And then he put him on some new clothes. Changed his raiment. And then he came unto Pharaoh. Because when you go to Pharaoh, you can't go to Pharaoh any kind of way. You can't just come up there and be nasty looking, smelling, funky, ain't got on no deodorant.
Can't be raggedy.
Can't be, yes, there you go. Can't be raggedy. Can't be funky. You got to be smelling good, looking good when you go to Pharaoh. Or even when you go to the president. You can't go up there
Right.
funky and try, hey, shake my hand, president, man. It don't work like that. They're going to make sure you look good even when you get on TV. Huh?
You got to put on your best.
Yes, put on your best. Even when you get on TV, what do? They put a whole new face on, do something to your head. You know, make you look good, put you on some new clothes. They ain't trying to have you looking up. You're a representation of them right now.
Yeah, and be having you looking a hot mess.
And Pharaoh, verse 15. Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. I have heard say of thee, and thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, it is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. It's not me. Right. It's the Most High God. It's the same thing I be saying up here when y'all be like, man, I got the word. Oh, I heard something. Man, I ain't never heard, but I'm telling y'all right now, it's not me.
Come on.
It's the God within me, Mary style. It's the God in me.
Holy Spirit.
Or it's the Holy Spirit being activated within a brother.
Holy Spirit activated.
Covering me, speaking through me, giving you the interpretation or the understanding of what we're reading.
Right.
Don't get mad at me, because it ain't nothing you ain't ever heard. Oh, I don't see that in the word. It don't say that. Give me book, chapter, and verse.
Book, chapter, and verse.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, in my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 kinds of fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kinds came up after them, poor and very ill, favored and lean-fleshed, such as never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and the ill-favored kind did eat up the first 7 fat kind. And when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favored as at the beginning. So I awoke. Now, he telling him the dream, and then I woke up after that. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears would be corn, y'all, withered, thin and blasted with the east wind sprung up after them. And the thin ears favored the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. He's like, and I told it to the magicians, but none of them could even interpret it to me. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. What did he tell Pharaoh? Y'all must not be listening. God said, Joseph told him, this is what God is about to do in your life, or here in Egypt. Wake up, San Francisco. That's from Full House. But I'm telling y'all to wake up.
That's not like Full House.
Okay,
Well,
wake up.
From San
Right.
So
Wake up, Yasharala. It's time, huh?
I didn't know what you said because I just used the bathroom.
No, you fine.
I'm about to go.
Wake up, Yasharala, Israel, God's chosen. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, verse 25, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kind are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are seven. Excuse me. And the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears, blasted with the east wind, shall be 7 years of famine. So he's breaking it down to him. The 7 of everything is 7 years that you about to go through this. Just like when they said it was 3 baskets, he said it's 3 days. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What God is about to do, he shall show unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine. And all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following. For it shall be very grievous, and for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass. Huh?
I said it's established.
It has been established. Jacqueline Carr. Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out, a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. What did he tell Pharaoh to do?
He said, find a man.
Go find a man that,
A man that is discreet and wise.
A man that is discreet and wise and knows how to do what?
Handle these affairs.
Handle these affairs. Knowledge. Hey, teach us how you got that electric bill down. Put somebody up that can help us out. Because ain't nobody helped us with our electric bill like you just showed. Your electric bill was $42.61. Where they do that at?
That's the Lord.
That's God.
The Most High.
I ain't lying to y'all. Go look at the video. Our bill right now, $42.61. When I told baby that, she looked at me like, what? You playing with me. I asked her, I said, hey, how much you think our electric bill is?
Lord.
First thing she said was $90. Nope.
No.
Then she said $80. I said, nope. She said $150.
Yeah.
Nope. Well, is it higher or is it lower? I said, I'll give you one more guess. I think she said,
no, I said 100, and then
yeah,
I said
100.
150.
Yeah, 100. Then she said 150. I said, no, baby. $42.
Ain't
And
no way.
what did I say? $42.61?
Yeah, but I had to take a picture because I didn't believe
Yeah,
it.
we can screenshot that joint. Show that to everybody tonight. $42.61.
Light beat.
That's God. I mean, how? Just know that's God. That's the Lord. The Lord said, look, hey, $300, $400, $500 bills is up.
I know that's right.
We ain't doing that no more.
We ain't doing it.
We ain't finna be paying these folks all this money.
It's gone.
We not doing that. Man, I done got the bill down to $20.
Oh, yeah.
Not me, God, but God had to show me how to do the thing.
That's it.
But I can show y'all too.
He
But-
was the man for the affair.
The man for the
light
job.
beat.
Yes. Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man, discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. He said, you need to look out for a man that is discreet and wise, and set him over who? The land of Egypt. Because you need somebody that's going to handle these affairs.
Come on, they know what they
Ain't
doing.
nobody over here know what they doing. Because if they did, they would have been able to interpret this to you. They would have been able to bring this to you. They would have been able to bring favor to you.
That's deep.
Greatness to you.
Come
Y'all looking for me?
on.
Come find me. I will help you out. Here I go.
You say jack of all trades and the
Master of many. Let Pharaoh do this. And verse 34. Let Pharaoh do this and let him appoint officers over the land and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. We need you to put some people in play. Because, hey, Pharaoh, it's about to go down, man. It's about to be a famine. We got to get ready. We got to start saving up stuff. So everything that we have, we got to take a 5th of it and set it to the side. Every time we get something, not a 10th, a 5th of it and set it to the side. Because people about to be hungry. Prophesy. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. See, when you know something is coming, you're supposed to do what?
Prepare.
Get prepared. Like Scar said, be prepared.
Yeah.
Be prepared for what? For the unalignment of the king. No, we're going to get prepared for the coming of the king.
Correct.
We got to make sure our households is in order. Because if you know that a famine is coming, you better get prepared.
For real, don't be waiting.
You know folks finna start running up in the grocery stores,
Stay ready.
buying up everything. Look, you better start doing it right now.
For real.
Getting you some stuff and then send some stuff to the side. Because when it comes that time where you can't go into the grocery stores because you ain't got the mark or whatever the stuff is that they got going on, you better make sure you got you some food already stored up, saved up.
Ought to fast and pray.
Yes, indeed. Feed the needy and not the greedy. 36. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. Excuse me. So they got 7 good years, but in those 7 good years, they have to save up enough for the next 7 years after that there's going to be a famine. Nothing's going to be able to grow. Cows ain't going to be able to do what they do, and you ain't going to be able to eat those. So you got to make sure you're storing up what? Food, preserving it for another 7 years. That's why he said, for everything that we get, we got to take a fifth of it, set it to the side. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. I don't care how greedy, how hungry they is. Leave it right there. Did my page just turn? Nope. Verse 37. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this, a man in whom the Spirit of God is?
Come on.
Hold on.
Spirit of the Lord.
Can we find anybody that's like this man right here?
No.
Can we find anyone that has the Spirit of God within them?
Come on.
That's doing this, that's helping us right now? It's like, no. It's only one that can do that. Now I'm going to bring it back to reality for y'all. Can we find someone that will stand up for 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes and break the word down to us, help us the whole time? Or can we have somebody that teach us how to save up on our bills like that? Can we find somebody to teach us how to manage our household the way that that man is managing his household, especially one that was just homeless not too long ago? That was thrown into a pit?
Oh, yeah.
Can we find one like that that's happy, that's jumping, that's Lord, God loves this man?
Joy of the Lord.
Can we find one like that? No. It's only one of me. Like R. Kelly said,
no,
there can only be one me.
I'll sing it.
Can't nobody teach like me.
I know that's right.
Can't nobody preach like me. Educate like me. There's only one me. I'm not going to sing the song.
Teacher, preacher.
Teacher, preacher, jack of all trades, master of many. I'm not boasting on myself. I'm boasting on the Most High who has gifted me to be able to do all things that I do.
Come on.
This is a full-time job. This is not one that you can just sit down and say, oh, I'm good today. If I ain't doing one thing, I'm going to be doing something else. I'm always going to be pleasing the Most High. Here we go. Going through the same thing.
Wait, what is it?
39. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God, the Most High, has showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as you are. As much, let me say it one more time. For as much as God, the Most High, Abba Father, Yah, has showed thee all this, showed you all of this, there is none that is more or so discreet and wise as you are. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou. Look, I'm going to make you the head of all this. But the only thing that you ain't going to be is over me. Because I appointed you, but there's nobody like you. There's nobody that does what you do, that's favored like you, that's blessed like you. Let me say it that way because people don't know what favor is. That's blessed like you. That can do what you do. That's discreet and wise at the same time. Beyond all your years. Finishing this thing up. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. See, look, I appointed you over all the land of Egypt. I put you at the top, king overnight.
That's it.
And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vesture of fine linen and put a gold chain about his neck. Hold on.
Come on.
First of all, you got a torturous, ugly life.
All right.
First of all, you come out the womb and your brothers and them don't even like you. Your daddy love you so much, he give you a coat of many colors to make their tail jealous.
Yes, Lord.
Then on top of that, now they conspiring to unalive you. They throw you in a pit. Then they say, look, man, if we take them out, what type of profit is we going to get out of that? We ain't going to get nothing, man. We're going to have to sell them. Let's get something out of this. At least we get something. Then they sell them into slavery to the Ishmaelites. Ishmaelites take them to the Midianites. The Midianites, they give it to Pharaoh. Pharaoh then puts him in charge as soon as he touched down because he a Hebrew boy. Then the wife is now trying to get at him. She want him. He don't want her. So then she lie on him. This man's life is torturous. Then he get thrown into jail, into prison. Soon as he go into prison, he get appointed. Everywhere that Joseph go, he always get appointed. Soon as he come out of a situation, he come out on top. He come out better than ever. I'm saying that because it reminds me of me.
Oh, yeah.
Every time somebody threw me down and cast me out or got jealous of me or whatever it was, I come out on top. Niggas folks done talked about me something vicious, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Done treated me some kind of way. My own family, just like Joseph's, where it says the sun and the moon and the 11 stars is going to bow down to you. I told even my own family, hey, man, I had a dream that I was on top one day. I met Floyd. Shut up. I met somebody famous.
Yeah.
And I got appointed to be in this situation where it looked like, man, only God could do this. And I've been trying to put my family on for years, but they weren't trying to hear me out.
Yeah.
They threw me out, kicked me out, whatever it is y'all want to call that thing. Then I go to friends and I try to talk to them and help them out the same way. I even try to help friends get their electric bill down. Many of them. You think they listen to me? No. They kicked me to the curb. That nigga got to go. Trying to run my house. Trying to come up here and run things and tell me how to do things. Now, I'm not trying to tell you how to do. I'm trying to show you so you can save too. But after every situation, even after all of that, I never once went back and nigga, I did. I'm on top of that. I never did nothing like that. I could have.
Try to take revenge.
All I did was level up each time.
For real, I know that's right.
Soon as I got out of that situation, the Most High leveled me up. Soon as I left from A-Trains, A-Train can tell y'all right now, I came out there. I know it shocked them when I came back the next time, man, all the people that was out there. Because I was talking about my kids. I was crying for my kids. I wanted a wife, didn't have one. Wanted to get back with the crazy one. Didn't come back with the crazy one. Came back with the blessed one. And came back with my children.
I know that's right. You better say it.
Now you tell me God can't turn somebody's situation around.
The Lord will do it.
God will do it. He'll show everybody who his favorite one is. And I'm saying it like that because I'm letting you know I'm his favorite. Answered prayers. You're going to be living off of prayers that you done prayed already. That you done prayed long time ago or that you done wrote down. Now you living off of your prayers.
I know that's right.
Everything that I'm telling y'all is what I wrote down in
He
prayers.
sure did.
And now I'm actually living it. Let me get back to this.
Living out your prayers. Look at the Most High.
Living out my dreams.
That's
too.
it.
Because a lot of stuff I dreamed and I woke up, wrote it down, and now I'm actually living it. Yes, I am living proof that God don't play about me.
So you wake up every morning and say, thank you.
I wake up in the morning to tell myself, good morning, handsome.
Hey.
I'm not gorgeous. I'm handsome. You can be gorgeous. I'm handsome. Anyways, y'all know how we do, man. We have fun. And that's one of the things in the prayer too. Baby wrote it down. We wrote that down. It's like that we can teach others about the Sabbath day and having fun while learning about the Sabbath day or even a lesson. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen and put a gold chain about his neck. I had to stop right there and read it again.
Yeah.
He took off his own ring
Come on.
and put it on another man's hand and then put him on some good looking clothes. He said, "No, throw them rags away. I got something for you. Matter of fact, we about to go get you the greatest stuff ever." And on top of that, he put gold about his neck. He said, "Look, man, you got to be dipped. You got to be changed over. You got to look different because you are settling for less.
Yes,
These clothes that you're wearing, that don't define you. These clothes I got on right now, don't define me. I look raggedy, but to other people, I'm a king that don't know who he is. That's not dressed like a king. That don't represent like a king. That don't talk like a king." Well, how's a king supposed to talk? Joseph just showed it to him.
Come on.
A king's supposed to be humble. I'm gonna put my ring back on. Why would I put that right there? Put that back on there. There you go. Yeah, that's the way it
Please.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had. Then he gave him a chariot, y'all. Escalade.
I know that's right.
Right there, yeah. I'm talking Escalade. I ain't talking about no preachers that, hey, that's my Escalade. No, I'm talking about business.
Yeah.
Escalade. He said, ride in the second chariot that he had. And they cried before him, bowed the knee, and made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. They did what?
Made him ruler.
They cried and bowed down to him and made him ruler over Egypt. See, when you get a king, everybody is supposed to bow down and worship them.
Everybody has.
Just like when Christ come back, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Christ is Lord, Lord of lords, King of kings. But we ain't calling him God. We just said, the Son of Man has returned.
Everybody bow.
44. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up what? His hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name, Zephaniah. Yep. Zephaniah. We're going to say it like that. Shit. And he gave him to wife Ashereth, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt. And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. And in the 7 plenteous years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. What did Pharaoh do for Joseph?
He made him ruler.
He made him a king. Ruler, yes, but a king. He gave him everything.
So he was in charge.
Yes. HNIC. Head nickel in charge over all things.
Who's up next?
To where if anybody needed anything, they had to go to who?
Joseph.
If you want something to eat, you got to go to who?
Joseph.
If you want something to drink, you got to go to who?
Joseph.
If you want a place to stay, you got to go to who?
Joseph.
If you want some place to sleep, you got to go to who?
Joseph.
Could you imagine that me?
He was running it.
Me. I'm just saying me. Could you imagine? I know I can. My dreams are faith-filled.
Mighty.
That's the type of faith that I have. That's the type of faith that we all need to have and see ourselves as greater, not less than, not looking down like, man, just settling for less. But what he did is he even gave him a wife. Potiphar's daughter as a wife to wife at the age of 30. Now remember, he was 17 when his brothers did that to him.
So
Fast forward.
that's a long time.
He's now 30 years old and he's already the head of his daddy, his mama, and his brother and them. It seems like his dreams is coming to pass at 30 years old. So that's like me being 40 right now. And then my daddy and my mama and them looking at me like, dang, we got to go to white.
Yeah.
That's what they call me in the family. We got to go to white
Yeah.
just to get blessed. We got to go to White and Abigail. I'm not going to say her real name. Abigail to get blessed. That's like us side of the family.
Lord.
We got to go to her just so we can get some money or get some help.
They all going to have to come.
I told y'all be on y'all way. Y'all just didn't know that it was going to happen like this. I told y'all that God put us together and he said, look, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. Also, he said, what I have put together, let no man put asunder. Let nobody talk down about. Talk down about them if you want to. I'll start making y'all suffer. Just from the very words that you saying, because you don't know that you're talking about my chosen.
Booming right back to you, Tim. Boomerang it back.
Start talking about their kids. Start trying to take their kids from them. After I am the one that put them in that house.
Hey.
And then you want to try to come up against them and the blessings that they have? Please. You can't compete. Well, you can't compare.
Better say it.
Let me get back to this because I can go all day.
You better say it.
Say it one more time.
For the ones in the back.
And he gather up all the food of the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much until he left numbering, for it was without number. Now, okay, y'all, I want y'all to make sense of this, okay?
Yeah.
The famine is not just happening in Egypt.
It's happening everywhere.
It's happening everywhere in every city. Why do you think his family came out there?
Because it was getting bad.
Ain't God good? Ain't the Most High good?
More than good.
He's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome, as they say. Awesome, amazing. Words can't even describe how great our Father is. Because he's very strategic. Remember, he told Joseph this in a dream, but didn't tell him that he would be king all the way. He didn't tell him that he would be in a land that's not his, but that he would be in charge of it. He didn't tell him that one of these days that everybody, not just your own family, is going to come to you. They going to need you.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, baby, in your head. I can already hear it right in your head. I'm in tune with you. I'm right. Go ahead and say what's in your head. He up there prophesying, y'all. He up there saying, ain't that what you're saying in your head?
Baby, I'm receiving it.
I'm telling you.
Because I know it to be true.
Exactly. She telling he up there prophesying, y'all. He not prophesying, he prophesying. He telling y'all what's about to
We
happen.
the black sheep. So we know.
But still, he didn't tell them all of this. So the famine is happening everywhere. The family is going to come because they need something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that the 7 years of famine is about to hit them. I just said something.
Now.
I just said something.
It's good.
There
now.
is families right now that don't know that it's a famine coming and they not prepared, and they going to have to come to one you see today.
What he say? Nighttime come when
No man can work.
Yeah.
Let's finish up this chapter because we've been in for a cool minute.
I ain't even knowing what's coming over.
And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which was Asareth, the daughter of Potiphar, or Asareth, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On, bare unto him. And Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for God said, he hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. So the first one, he says, he hath made me to forget all my toil, everything that was coming upon me, everything that was that was trying to destroy me, and all my father's house, even my brothers, my family over there. He caused me to forget all, and I ain't even worried about none of that no more. And then the name of the second, he called he Ephraim, for God has caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction.
But that's deep though, because the Lord could bless you so much to where you forget all your problems.
Forget all your problems. Like, man, I ain't even worried about that no more. You feel me? Like, the Lord bless you like that. Like, man, I ain't even worried about that no more. That don't even exist. And then on top of that, he gave me to be in charge in the land of my affliction, where I didn't even know I was going to be at. And now I'm in charge of the place where I was already afflicted. I went to jail. I went to prison. And now I'm the head in charge in the place. That's like me. They like say, hey, we going to their house. That dude in Oklahoma City, he run that mug now. We all ready to go there now. That's headings. I just told baby one of my dreams this morning. I said, I didn't even understand, but the Lord gave me the interpretation of it. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm going to let y'all see it.
Yeah, once you said it out loud, we was able to interpret it.
Yes. Only you.
Only you, the Father,
can prevent forest fires. And the 7 years of plenteous that was in the land of Egypt were ended. And the 7 years of dearth began to come. Death, if you want to say that, to come. According as Joseph had said. And the dearth, it says dearth, was in all the lands. But in all the land of Egypt, there was bread.
Wow.
So the earth is full of this famine, this dust that's coming. This it's nasty, you know. It's pretty much to where you can't eat nothing. If you ain't already preserved some good stuff, you ain't gonna have no good stuff because it's coming to destroy that. It's like them planes. What do they call them? Crop dusters. When they come through and they spray that stuff, that pesticide and all that, it's pretty much unaliving the bugs.
All over the land.
Yeah. But now it's taking out the vegetables, it's taking out the animals, it's taking out everything that you would.
You can sense it.
Yes, it's taking out everything that you would normally be eating and you know actually be good. Now you can't even eat that stuff anymore because you eat it, you get what? Unalive. You die. You can't eat that stuff. That's poison.
Some people wouldn't even know.
Huh?
I said some people probably didn't even know too.
Yeah. So the land, when it was plenteous and it was prosperous in those 7 years, remember, they saved up. They took a fifth of everything in 7 years. Now, a fifth of everything, every time you get something in 7 years, that's a lot. You know, that is a whole lot. But now we have to ration stuff out. So we can survive this 7 years. We can't just give you all of this just because you hungry like that. No, you got to get full off of whatever little bit we give you in your house. That's what you're going to have to survive off of.
You got to make it work. Do what it do.
You got to do like my baby do. Turn lemons into lemonade.
I know that's right.
You got
little and make it into
when you ain't got nothing, well, you think you ain't got nothing in the refrigerator or the cabinets, you better have you somebody that know how to go in there and doctor stuff up and make it a full course meal that's going to last at least 3 or 4 days.
I know that's right.
I got somebody like that. Where I had somebody before, all we was going to eat was, what do we eat, LJ? I'm going to let the kids tell y'all because they say I'm lying when I tell you. What do we eat, LJ and Jerry?
Chicken nugget.
Fries.
Oh, I thought you were talking about here.
No, not here.
No, you ain't talking about here.
McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
Who would have known?
Ain't fast food at that point. Just
Brahms, them nasty burgers, the bag of burgers that I don't even want to ever go to Brahms and eat a bag of burgers ever again.
Me too. Nasty.
Look, after you done ate stuff for a long time and they done sat in the refrigerator, ravioli, spaghettios and stuff, after a while you was like, nigga, no.
Beanies and weenies.
Yeah, it's just noodles.
Those no.
They be good sometimes, but look, when you level up, you ain't gonna go back to eat stuff like that no more.
Struggle food.
Yeah, that's the struggle food.
It's a struggle meal.
Jerry won't even go over there no more just because he's like, I don't know what she's gonna cook.
That's that struggle food.
I don't know what we're gonna eat.
He ain't even worried about anything else.
He ain't worried about nothing else. He worried about what he gonna eat.
Making sure you got a plate.
Man,
You want that big boy plate.
I'm telling you, the boy's getting big.
Yogurt.
Oh my God. Okay, let's get back into this lesson. Okay.
Yogurt for dinner.
And when all the land of Egypt, you know they probably watching and they mad. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, go unto Joseph. What he says, you do. Hold on.
Whatever you say.
First of all, they went to Pharaoh. We hungry.
Yeah.
We want to eat. We starving. He's like, hey, go holler at Joseph.
I ain't in charge of it.
I ain't in charge of that. Go holler at Joseph. Whatever he tell you to do, you do. If you don't, hey, that's on you. But Joseph had already told us that this was going to happen and this was my dream. So you think I'm going to come up against Joseph?
Right.
The one that interpreted the dream, and now we actually live in the dream?
Right. It's going on.
Amen, windows and walls.
Amen. The windows and walls.
Page turn. And all countries came in to Egypt to Joseph to buy corn because that the famine was so sore in all the lands. Could y'all imagine? Go somewhere with me. Could y'all imagine if Cali came here? They already here, some of them. Could you imagine if New York came here? Some of them are already here. Could you imagine if the people from overseas started coming here? Y'all know Oklahoma ain't that big. It's just a bunch of cities within cities. Right. But imagine all of them coming out here because it's too hard to live out there. We can't survive no more. We can't take care of our kids anymore. Man, they got robots out there now. They got robots. We living off all this stuff. We got to move around now. Then they got to move out here to where we at. And they got to come to us, to you, just so they can survive now, so they can learn how to really survive and thrive.
Right.
While you struggling, because we all struggling. Let's just be real. But we know how to make the struggle look good.
Ain't that it?
When you see us, you don't see struggle. You see like, dang, man, they really living it. Hey, listen, we living off of the Lord, off of God.
Yeah.
That's what's keeping us afloat. It ain't us doing this on our own. We could never do it like this. I couldn't. I know baby couldn't.
Dang sure could.
And I dang sure know y'all couldn't. So you better give some praise and some honor and some glory, some glad shouts of hallelujah and praise to the Most High Yah, our Father, ancient of days.
Every day.
Because without him, we are nothing. We wouldn't even be in this place.
Oh, he the vine, we the branch.
That's why I could never go back to that woman, that's y'all mom. That's why y'all don't even want to go back over there talking about y'all got to do what I say. Y'all ain't got no choice. Yes, you do. Just like Pharaoh told him, listen to Joseph, listen to daddy. Listen to knowledge. Don't go listen to nobody else. Your life will be hell. Go ahead, baby.
All right, Genesis chapter 41.
This is good. I'm loving this.
I'm reading in the Message Bible.
I'm loving this.
2 years passed and Pharaoh had a dream. He was standing by the Nile River. 7 cows came up out of the Nile, all shimmering with health, and grazed on the marsh grass. Then 7 other cows, all skin and bones, came up out of the river after them and stood by them on the bank of the Nile. The skinny cows ate the 7 healthy cows. Then Pharaoh woke up. He went back to sleep and dreamed a second time. 7 ears of grain, full-bodied and lush, grew out of a single stalk. Then 7 more ears grew up, but these were thin and dried out by the east wind. The thin ears swallowed up the full, healthy ears. Then Pharaoh woke up another dream. When morning came, he was upset. He sent for all the magicians and sages of Egypt. Pharaoh told them his dreams, but they couldn't interpret them to him. The head cupbearer then spoke up and said to Pharaoh, I just now remember something. I'm sorry. I should have told you this long ago. Once when Pharaoh got angry with his servants, he locked me and the head baker in the house of the captain of the guard. We both had dreams on the same night, each dream with its own meaning. It so happened that there was a young Hebrew slave there with us. He belonged to the captain of the guard. We told him our dreams, and he interpreted them for us, each dream separately. Things turned out just as he interpreted. I was returned to my position, and the head baker was impaled. Pharaoh at once sent for Joseph. They brought him on the run from the jail cell. He cut his hair, put on clean clothes, and came to Pharaoh. I dreamed a dream, Pharaoh told Joseph. Nobody can interpret it, but I've heard that just by hearing a dream, you can interpret it. Joseph answered, not I, but God. God will set Pharaoh's mind at ease. Then Pharaoh said to Joseph, in my dream I was standing on the bank of the Nile. 7 cows shimmering with health came up out of the river and grazed on the marsh grass. On their heels 7 more cows, all skin and bones, came up. I've never seen uglier cows anywhere in Egypt. Then the 7 skinny, ugly cows ate up the first 7 healthy cows. But you couldn't tell by looking after eating them up that they were just as skinny and ugly as before. Then I woke up. In my second dream, I saw 7 ears of grain, full-bodied and lush, growing out of a single stalk, and right behind them 7 other ears, shriveled up, thin, and dried out by the east wind. And the thin ears swallowed up the full ears. I've told all this to the magicians, but they can't figure it out. Joseph said to Pharaoh, Pharaoh's 2 dreams both mean the same thing. God is telling Pharaoh what he is going to do. The 7 healthy cows are 7 years, and the 7 healthy ears of grain are 7 years. They're the same dream. The 7 sick and ugly cows that followed them up are 7 years, and the 7 scrawny ears of grain dried up by the east wind are the same, 7 years of famine. The meaning is what I said earlier. God is letting Pharaoh in on what he is going to do. 7 years of plenty are on their way throughout Egypt, but on their heels there will come 7 years of famine, leaving no trace of the Egyptian plenty. As the country is emptied by famine, there won't be even a scrap left of the previous plenty. The famine will be a total. The fact that Pharaoh dreamed the same dream twice emphasizes God's determination to do this, and yes, he's going to do it soon. So Pharaoh needs to look up for a wise and experienced man and put him in charge of the country. Then Pharaoh needs to appoint managers throughout the country of Egypt to organize it during the years of plenty. The job will be to collect all the food produced in the good years ahead and stockpile the grain under Pharaoh's authority, storing it in the towns for food. This grain will be held back to be used later during the 7 years of famine that are coming on Egypt. The country won't be devastated by famine. This seemed like a good idea to Pharaoh and his officials. Then Pharaoh said to his officials, isn't this the man we need? Are we going to find anyone else who has God's spirit in him like this? So Pharaoh said to Joseph, you're the man for us. God has given you the inside story. No one is as qualified as you in experience and wisdom. From now on, you're in charge of my affairs. All my people will report to you. Only as king will I be over you. So Pharaoh commissioned Joseph. I'm putting you in charge of the entire country of Egypt. Then Pharaoh removed his signet ring from his finger and slipped it on Joseph's hand. He outfitted him in robes of the best linen and put a gold chain around his neck. He put the second in command chariot at his disposal, and as he rode, people shouted, bravo! Joseph was in charge of the entire country of Egypt. Pharaoh told Joseph, I am Pharaoh, but no one in Egypt will make a single move without your stamp of approval. Then Pharaoh gave Joseph an Egyptian name.
I just heard something.
What?
That's like the president appointing you out of nowhere.
Yep.
Like make
it
to bring it to reality for y'all. That's like the president, because we ain't got Pharaoh, but that would be like the president saying, "You the man for the job."
Yep.
Matter of fact, here go whatever you need, whatever you got. You the one for the job. You know this thing. You know what's going on. You already know what's getting ready to happen. You are God's chosen. You are the one that God is using to wake us up. You are the one that God is choosing. God is using to wake up the people.
Come on,
there's nobody else like you. There's nobody else that God is using, the Most High is using like you. You're the one for the job. I'm about to appoint you over all the U.S. of A.
Come on.
I'm about to appoint you over all the countries. Everybody gonna have to come and listen to you.
Yeah, that wisdom.
Here's your ring, signet ring. Here's all the robes that you need, the clothes that you need, and here go a car too. Vehicles.
Everything supplied. Everything.
Here is your officers. Here is your bodyguards. All this stuff right here in front of you. So pretty much, Joseph became the president overnight. You would call him king, but overnight. How else is everybody going to bow down to you? How else is everybody going to give praise to you in today's world? Everybody, not just some people. Everybody. You got to be in the position to be seen to where everybody now, oh, dang, knowledge? Right. Of all people? You know what? He deserved it. like, you know what? He deserved it. Like, hey, I'm with that.
All the mess he done been through. They done been through.
They deserve it. Look,
in the mighty name of
he got his first lady right there. We don't say first lady, but y'all understand what I'm saying. He got his wife right there. What do they call the president wife?
I done been through here.
They call her the first lady, don't they?
Don't.
The president's wife, the first lady? Whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying. Right there. And she all woman.
Hey.
That ain't no man. There ain't no imitation.
Right,
yeah, I'm talking about like the Obama.
You ride or die.
Sitting up there with that man, man, listen, get back to it, baby, because it ain't gonna be no fakeness going on here.
Yes, the personally.
He put the second in command chariot at his disposal, and he rode people. He rode people shouting, "Bravo!" Joseph was in charge of the entire country of Egypt. Pharaoh told Joseph, "I am Pharaoh, but no one in Egypt will make a single move without your stamp of approval." Then Pharaoh gave Joseph an Egyptian name, Zaphanapina. God speaks and he lives. He also gave him an Egyptian wife, Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, the priest of On. Heliopolis, and Joseph took up his duties over the land of Egypt. Joseph was 30 years old when he went to work for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. As soon as Joseph left Pharaoh's presence, he began his work in Egypt. During the next 7 years of plenty, the land produced bumper crops. Joseph gathered up the food of the 7 good years in Egypt and stored the food in cities. In each city, he stockpiled surplus from the surrounding fields. Joseph collected so much grain, it was like the sand of the ocean, that he finally quit keeping track. Joseph had 2 sons born to him before the years of famine came. Asenath, daughter of Potiphar, the priest of On, was their mother. Joseph named the firstborn Manasseh, saying, God made me forget all my hardships in my parental home. He named his second son Ephraim, double prosperity, saying, God has prospered me in the land of my sorrow. In Egypt, 7 good years came to an end, and the 7 years of famine arrived. Just as Joseph had said, all countries experienced famine. Egypt was the only country that had bread. When the famine spread throughout of Egypt, the people called out in distress to Pharaoh, calling for bread. He told the Egyptians, go to Joseph, do what he tells you. As the famine got worse all over the country, Joseph opened the storehouses and sold emergency supplies to the Egyptians. The famine was very bad. Soon the whole world was coming to buy supplies from Joseph. The famine was bad all over.
I told you.
The whole world, y'all. The whole world.
I want you to go back to verse 48. It says, and he gathered up all the food of the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city laid up in the same. Every city, you got to plug it up. Every city, they had to go and get the good stuff and bring it back so they have enough for when this famine come, when it's going to be an ugly situation, that you're going to have to be able to feed people the stuff that we already got stored up.
But see, Joseph had the upper hand because he knew that them 7 years of famine was coming. So he was smart. In the good years, he was stocking up stuff beforehand. Yeah. More than enough. So that's what we got to do.
A fifth of everything. More than enough. Shoot, boy, I start going to sit. Hey, let me get that. I'll bring it back. You know, like the scripture says, what is that? It says, bring me meat in my storehouse that I may have more than enough. What is that? Malachi, yeah.
What they read.
Let me go over there real quick. Just put a pin in that real quick. Yeah. Put a pin in that.
Well, Malachi 3:8.
Will a man rob God?
We should know that.
We should know that very well. We done heard that all up in the church. They've been quoting that thing for years, and we ain't never seen nobody's storehouse get full. There'll be meat full enough to where the windows is filled.
Come on, that part.
We ain't seen it. I'm trying to get to Malachi. Hold on. Y'all put a pin in that, and then we're going to just read 42 and we'll be done. Cool?
That's
you good.
Dang, boy, I need a new Bible.
You need me to get the Malachi?
Yeah, because my pages are stuck together and some of them is ripped.
Yeah, you need a Bible.
Are you making a song?
You say I need a Bible. You over there singing it?
She's singing. Yes. You know she'll make a song.
All right. Begin. Now, you know mine read different, but I'm going to read. Begin by being honest. Do honest people rob God? But you rob me day after day. You ask, how have we robbed you? The tithe and the offering, that's how. And now you're under a curse. The whole lot of you, because you're robbing me. Bring your full tithe to the temple treasury, so there will be ample provisions in the temple. Test me in this and see if I don't open up heaven itself to you and pour out blessings beyond your wildest dreams. For my part, I will defend you against what is that?
Where you at, man?
Orders. Protect your wheat fields and vegetable gardens against plunderers. The message of God of angels' armies. You'll be voted happiest nation. You'll experience what it's like to be a country of grace. God of angels' armies says so.
But did you hear that part where he's like,
Open up the windows.
Yeah, open up a window. But that's like Joseph saying, look, bring the stuff into my storehouse, into this storehouse, that there will be plenty, because there is a famine coming.
Yeah. He knew what to do.
To where I will pour you out a blessing. So when the famine's coming, you're going to need a blessing.
Right.
You're going to need somebody that's going to have some food for you to eat, something for you to drink. You know, all these things that's going to take place. Because we don't know what all the famine brings, but we do know it's always got something to do with your stomach, with your hungry. Go back to...
But let me say this.
I knew you was going to say something. Here you go.
No, because I'm thinking about it. Because think of Joseph now.
Joseph.
It says, don't despise small beginnings. He started off just being over Potiphar's house.
Mm-hmm.
You could imagine he was cleaning and being a servant. You know what I mean? Janitor wise, just go with me. So he was doing that. He was faithful in doing that. He wound up in the prison, and even in prison, he was still running stuff. But I could imagine, and it even says in the Bible that he was over other people. He was over things.
Yeah.
So by him doing that already, he already knew how to take care of what he was doing in Egypt, because he had already done it in the previously. But not just that, it say your gift will make room for it. So they said he was the man for the job. That's like us. The very thing that you're doing today, right now, and that could be your job, that could be just a hobby, whatever it is that you got going on. We be looking at it like it's a small thing. Me, I'm a preschool teacher. God already showed me in dreams, and I'm about to be helping all kinds of kids and families and some more stuff. But it starts off when, you're doing that job, whatever it is that God put you on. Don't take that job for granted. Mm-hmm. Because the very job that you do, if you do it to your best ability, he will be the one that lifts you up. Mm-hmm. So if you humble yourself, or even with that, what is saying Colossians? It's saying we do everything that we do it in word and deed of the Lord. So as I'm doing it for the Lord, he's going to bring the provision. He's going to do it for me. He's going to open up the windows of heaven. Yeah. Not only just with this tower we just read, but everything that we do, we're going to get favor for.
Your gifts will make room. Your gift will
make room for you. But don't just think that, I'm going to stay stagnant. I'm always going to be cleaning these floors, talking about being a janitor or whatever. I'm always just going to be over these little bitty kids, and I'm talking about me. I've been teaching for 20 years. Now, I have preschoolers, and I got about 13 of them in my room. But it's not going to stop there. I know God has greater things for me. Whatever that may be, I may run my own school one day. You know what I'm saying? on daycare, on preschool. Learning center. Biblical preschool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Speak these things into existence. So don't just take them little things for granted. Don't despise them little things. Because in them little things that you're doing, God going to take you to greater things. You're going to look up like, wow, look at what I came from. And I'm sure that's what Joseph was looking at like, okay, they sold me. They did this. They did that. I was in Potiphar's house. Then bam. I was in the prison. Then bam. Look where I'm at now. Because even with his kids, he was like, okay, even their very names. One of them, he named them, okay, I done forgot. I done
forgot what my family done did to me.
My daddy's home, how they did me and whatnot, and the trouble and the sorrow that I went through. And then you got Ephraim. What he say? He said double prosperity. Because he not only gave me prosperity, but he didn't give me prosperity in the land that I had sorrow in. So we got to look at it like that. I mean, even your testimony, you know what I'm saying? But you could look back and be like,
you know what I'm saying? I told you.
Wait a minute. But look, like how you talk about all the meals you eating and stuff, man. I remember not even 2-3 years ago, I called you and you literally living in a car, don't know what you eat. You rolling up to McDonald's like, man, I'm about to spend this last dollar and get me a big chicken. Real stories, real conversations that me and you had. So from going from that to this, you got to look around and say, I know that there's a guy.
Or Taco Bell. I used to get that.
You damn sure wasn't eating healthy.
No, I wasn't eating healthy. And plus, remember, I was only eating once a day. Remember, I was only eating once a day. I would go like the whole day. And when sundown hit, that's when I would eat.
Man, we got to look at our blessings, y'all.
So
like
it's a testimony.
We trying to wait on all these big things to happen, but we got to look at what God had already done. Like, so you got to praise him for that, for real, man. Right.
Y'all be looking at me like, dang, how you go all day without eating? I'm used to it because I used to eat only once a day. And baby still see it today. Like, I will wait until she comes home just to eat.
I'll be calling him from work like, baby, have you ate yet? Because I know him.
I probably had some cereal or banana or something, but other than that, nah.
And he had been doing that for so long. Even when, like, I gotta share this, but even when we was together, it's like, baby, you not homeless no more. You ain't got a ration and do stuff like you did when you was out there.
I be thinking about
and
the
I
kids.
had to keep reminding him.
I be thinking about my family. I was like, man, shoot, I want my family to be able to eat because I know, hey, I could get in there and I can eat.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to eat everybody out of house and home. So I be thinking about other folks.
You could eat now. Eat in peace.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat a piece.
Eat enough.
All right, y'all. Last chapter, and then we're going to close it out. Cool?
That's cool.
Let me get back to Genesis.
Chapter 42. We in, what's his name? Her favorite movie? Jackie Robinson. 42.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all minds don't be thinking.
I'm like, what?
42. Now, when Jacob or Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, why do you look upon one another? And he said, behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither and buy for us from thence that we may live and not unalive, die.
Right.
Now, who's talking?
Jacob.
He's talking to who?
The 10 brothers.
Talking to them.
He's talking to them brothers.
Mhm.
The brothers that sold his favorite son into slavery, which he don't even know nothing about that, remember?
Oh,
He don't know nothing about that. But he telling them like, hey, I done heard that out there in Egypt, they got a whole bunch of food out there. Y'all looking down and out because we ain't got nothing. Remember, they sold him for some spices, for some gold, for some money, 20 pieces of silver. They thought that was going to last them forever. But they don't know how to multiply like Joseph do.
They don't know how to spend money.
They don't know how to spend wisely. They don't know how to ration.
Be good stewards over what you get.
Thank you. There's a good one. And for you too. A point for you and a point for you. Good stewards over what?
Over what you got.
Over what you got.
You.
What the Lord has blessed you with.
Yeah.
Until he give you some more. But you got to appreciate what you already
what you
got.
Yeah.
Message. Appreciate what you got already.
That's it.
So the Most High can bless you with more than enough.
That's it.
But if you don't appreciate what you got right now, you go. Is that Moses?
And thank him for what you got.
Go let my cat out the room, man. Y'all know he don't like
Thank him for what you already
Thank him for what you got.
I'm trying to tell him.
Go let my rider out the room, man. He gonna be whining the whole time. And Joseph's 10 brothers went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother Jacob, sent not with his brethren, for he said, lest peradventure mischief befall him. He trying to keep track, or he trying to make sure that the 2 sons that he had by Rachel, they gonna survive. Because he know them other ones, they just gonna cut up, they rugged, they whatever. But these 2 right here, Joseph and Benjamin, or Benoni, is the 2 that ain't really like that. They ain't cut like that. They don't do stuff like that. They ain't rough around the edges. But these other ones, they some thugs. They some roughnecks. They know how to survive. They from the hood. They from the trenches. So he didn't want nothing to happen to Benjamin because, he had just lost Joseph. So he think. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And Joseph was the governor over the land, and he it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed themselves before him with their faces to the earth. They didn't even know it was Joseph. But remember, he said that 11 of them, the stars, was going to bow down to him. So what is they already doing?
Bowing down to him.
Let them go. Bowing down to him. So they already doing what his dream said. Remember, Joseph is an interpreter of what? Dreams. And he told them that they would,
I don't think so. It took them too long to come out.
He told them what they would be doing, not knowing that what they're doing right now is a part of his dream, y'all. They're already bowing down to the earth, to the governor of Egypt, which is who? They brother.
Right, they don't even know.
Because he's in the one.
But they so hungry, they ain't worried about none of that. He probably don't even look like what he been through. He probably don't even look the same. He's 30 years old. Last time they saw him, he was 17.
My question is, do y'all think that they would have went to him knowing that it was him?
No.
No, they would have knew who that was.
No, that would have proved his dreams to be right.
They would have never. They would have been too ashamed.
I think they would have
Yep.
just said he gonna
I
tell
think-
Daddy.
He gonna tell Daddy, or he gonna do
What
something else.
he
But remember, Joseph is not like them. He
Right.
not cut that way. Now that's something they would have done, but that's not what Joseph would do. Because he got too
So
much
that's
love in
more.
him.
Or they would have thought he was gonna get revenge on him.
Man, here we go. Verse 7, and Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, whence come ye? And they said, from the land of Canaan to buy food. Now Joseph already know who he's talking to, but he put on that voice. Hey, where y'all coming from?
Yeah, like.
Where y'all hailing from? Where y'all coming from? We coming from Canaan
So you trying to like play
to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, you are spies to see the nakedness of the land you are come. And they said unto him, nah, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. No, we ain't come here to spy nothing. We only came here to buy some food.
That's crazy.
We are all one man's sons. We are true men. Your servants are no spies. Now we all one man's sons. We all Jacob's sons. We ain't no spies. We just came to buy some food. And he said unto them, nah, but to see the nakedness of the land you are coming. They said, thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. Now, y'all know what he's talking about, right?
One is not.
He says the youngest is with our father. It's 10. It's a total.
Yeah, the
of,
baby.
10 that came down.
it's a total of 12 of us.
Right.
But the youngest is with our daddy, and the other one is not. So they let them know, like, we belong to Jacob. Jacob is our father,
But they
and
both were
it's
there.
12 of us total.
Right.
10 of us then came. One of the 11th one, well,
Is at
not the
home with
11th,
daddy.
is at home with daddy, but there is one of us that's missing.
He is not.
He is not. And Joseph said unto them, that is it that I spake unto you, saying, you are spies. Hereby you shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh, you shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither.
So that means they have to bring the younger brother with
Y'all ain't gonna be able to get nothing
Right.
until
you. Bring
you bring back that young brother, your youngest brother. Watch what they say. Send one of you and let him fetch your brother, and you shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely you are spies. And he put them all together inward 3 days, and Joseph said unto them the third day, this do and live, for I fear God. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses, but bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and you shall not die. And they did so. So what did he do to them?
He made them go get their brother.
No, wait.
He threw them in prison.
Oh, because they stole.
He made no.
No.
He made them go through the same thing that he went through.
For a little while.
For just a little while. He only gave them 3 days. And then after that, he got him up out of there. He did the same thing Pharaoh did for his birthday. Let them stay up in there for 3 days. On the third day, got him up out of there. And then he sent them on their way. But they had to bring back who?
Benjamin.
The younger brother.
21. And they said one to another, we are verily guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, spake I not unto you, saying, do not sin against the child, and you would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. What did Reuben say? Did not tell y'all not to touch him? Did not tell y'all not to do nothing to him? But y'all didn't listen to me. No, y'all ain't want to listen. Now his blood is required of us.
Right. Now we about to go through.
And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spake unto them by an interpreter.
Because he was an
And he turned himself about from them, and wept, and returned to them again and communed with them and took from them Simeon and bound him before their eyes. Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn and to restore every man's money into his sack and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. So he thought that they was in prison because of what they had done. It's like, man, y'all know that our brother Joseph, I told y'all not to touch him. I told y'all not to do anything to him. So he heard all this. He went back and he cried because he didn't know that Reuben had his back.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know somebody because it just looked like everybody was against him.
Even his.
But what did he do? He went back, he cried, then he came back and he filled their sacks. But he took one brother, who? Simeon. And he put some in his sack. I'm telling the story too quickly. Where I'm at, y'all? Oh, 24. And he turned himself about from them and wept. I read this already. And returned to them again and communed with them and took from them Simeon and bound him before their eyes. Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn and to restore every man's money into his sack and to give them provision for the way. And thus he did unto them. And they laded their asses with the corn and departed thence. Now what that means is they put the stuff, they sacks that they had that was full of corn on the asses or on the donkeys. Don't laugh at me, baby. I already know what you're doing. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender in the end, he espied his money, for behold, it was in his sack's mouth. And he said unto his brethren, my money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, what is this that God hath done unto us? Like, did you steal me? Right. Why is this in there? What's going on? Why is your stuff back in your sack? And they came unto Jacob, their father, unto the land of Canaan, and told him all that befell them unto them, saying, the man who is the Lord of the land spake roughly to us and took us for spies of the country. Look, Pop, hey, the man that's running that country, he talked to us in a mean way. Like he didn't even give a daggum about us. He even threw us in jail and he called us some spies. And we said unto him, we are true men. We are no spies. We be 12 brethren, sons of our father. One is not, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And the man, the Lord of the country, said unto us, hereby shall I know that you are true men. Leave one of your brethren here with me and take food for the famine of your households and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me. Then shall I know that ye are no spies, but that you are true men. So will I deliver you, your brother, and ye shall traffic in the land. So they had to leave back what we call some collateral. One of them brothers had to stay, while the other ones had to go and take whatever food that was given to them. Because remember, there's a famine going on. Remember this, they hungry, so they need something to eat. His daddy and them need something to eat. If the mama's still living, she needs something to eat. And all the brothers and their children, because remember, they grown, they got to eat. So Joseph have a heart, willing to give. But he's like, hey, I need to know that my youngest brother is still alive, that y'all ain't do to him what y'all tried to do to me. But they don't know that it's Joseph.
Because he didn't reveal himself.
He don't look the same. Remember, Pharaoh made sure that Joseph don't look like Joseph. He looked like a king. Remember, he put a ring on his finger? He had a ring when he was with his brothers. So now they know that signet, that ring that he got on, that means that he in charge. On top of that, he dipped in gold. He got a chain on his neck and he got all these robes and everything. He don't look the same, y'all. And remember, he did cut his hair.
Right, that part.
And it came to pass, verse 35, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when both they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob, their father, said unto them, me have ye bereaved of my children. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not. And you will take Benjamin away? All these things are against me. He's like, me, y'all bereaving, y'all making sad. Right. First of all, y'all took Joseph away. Now Simeon is gone, and now y'all want to take my youngest, Benjamin? Y'all really trying to unalive me. Y'all trying to bring me to my death. Well, taking my sons away just left and right.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know. And Reuben spake unto his father, saying, Slay my 2 sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again. Reuben, the older brother, said, look, if I don't bring back our brother, who I'm going to take out there,
Right.
you can take out my 2 sons.
Yes, sir.
And he said, My son shall not go down with you, for his brother is unalive, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in which you go, then shall ye bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave.
Because he was old.
He was old. He said, y'all gonna bring down my gray hair to the sorrow of the grave. You're not gonna take my son out there. You gonna take my other son by Rachel, and I already lost one, and you done already took Simeon out there, and he stuck out there. I don't know what's going on with my boys. You're not gonna drive me to a grave. You're not gonna drive me to death. We'll get into the next chapter next week, but I'm gonna let baby read hers, and we'll get into the next chapter. Y'all gonna love it. We'll get into 43 next week. Go ahead, baby.
All right, I'm going to read Genesis chapter 42 in the Message Bible.
We got 100K.
When Jacob learned that there was food in Egypt, he said to his sons, Why do you sit around here and look at one another? I've heard that there is food in Egypt. Go down there and buy some so that we can survive and not starve to death. 10 of Joseph's brothers went down to Egypt to get food. Jacob didn't send Joseph's brother Benjamin with them. He was afraid that something bad might happen to him. So Israel's sons joined everyone else that was going to Egypt to buy food, for Canaan too was hit hard by the famine. Joseph was running the country. He was the one who gave out rations to all the people. When Joseph's brothers arrived, they treated him with honor, bowing to him. Joseph recognized them immediately, but treated them as strangers and spoke roughly to them. He said, Where do you come from? From Canaan, they said. We've come to buy food. Joseph knew who they were, but they didn't know who he was. Joseph, remembering the dreams he had dreamed of them, said, You're spies. You've come to look for our weak spots. No, master, they said. We've only come to buy food. We're all the sons of the same man. We're honest men. We never think of spying. He said, No, you're spies. You've come to look for our weak spots. They said, There were 12 of us brothers, sons of the same father in the country of Canaan. The youngest is with our father, and one is no more. But Joseph said, It's just as I said. You're spies. This is how I'll test you. As Pharaoh lives, you're not going to leave this place until your younger brother comes here. Send one of you to get your brother, while the rest of you stay here in jail. We'll see if you're telling the truth or not. As Pharaoh lives, I say, you're spies. Then he threw them into jail for 3 days. On the 3rd day, Joseph spoke to them. Do this and you'll live. I'm a God-fearing man. If you're as honest as you say you are, one of your brothers will stay here in jail while the rest of you take the food back to your hungry families. But you have to bring your youngest brother back to me, confirming the truth of your speech, and not one of you will die. They agreed. Then they started talking amongst themselves. Now we're paying for what we did to our brother. We saw how terrified he was when he was begging for our mercy. We wouldn't listen to him, and now we're the ones in trouble. Reuben broke in. Didn't I tell you don't hurt the boy? But no, you wouldn't listen, and now we're paying for his unalivement. Joseph had been using an interpreter, so they didn't know that Joseph was understanding every word. Joseph turned away from them and cried. When he was able to speak again, he took Simeon and had him tied up, making a prisoner of him while they all watched. Then Joseph ordered that their snacks be filled with grain, that their money be put back in each sack, and that they be given rations for the road. That was all done for them. They loaded their food supplies on their donkeys and they set off. When they stopped for the night, one of them opened his sack to get food for his donkey. There at the mouth of his bag was his money. He called out to his brothers, My money has been returned. It's right here in my bag. They were puzzled and frightened. What's God doing to us? When they got back to their father Jacob back in the land of Canaan, they told him everything that had happened, saying, The man who runs the country spoke to us roughly and accused us of being spies. We told him, We are honest men and in no way spies. There were 12 of us brothers, sons of one father. One is gone, and the youngest is with our father in Canaan. But the master of the country said, Leave one of your brothers with me. Take food for your starving families and go. Bring your youngest brother back to me, proving that you're honest men and not spies. And then I'll give your brother back to you, and you'll be free to come and go in this country. As they were emptying their food sacks, each man came on his purse of money. On seeing their money, they and their father were upset. Their father said to them, You're taking everything I've got. Joseph's gone, Simeon's gone, and now you want to take Benjamin. If you have your way, I'll be left with nothing. Reuben spoke up. I'll put my 2 sons in your hands as hostages. If I don't bring Benjamin back, you can unalive them. Trust me with Benjamin. I'll bring him back. But Jacob refused. My son will not go down with you. His brother is dead, and he is all I have left. If something bad happens to him on the road, you'll put my great sorrowing head in the grave.
Oh my.
Joseph playing games with them.
Yeah, like they did.
He didn't flip things around. Now that he in charge, he got.
Oh, y'all ain't taking my son.
He can position them any kind of way he wants to. But he's so grateful because he gave them food and gave them back their money that they bought with the food. That's why they kept saying, my money is back in here. Like, why is my money in what we spent? All of our money is in our sacks on top of this food. He's like, man, I don't even need y'all money. Like, I ain't even tripping on that. Y'all ain't got to buy nothing. Y'all my family. But he ain't telling them that. We're going to get into that next week, y'all. Shabbat Shalom, y'all. Y'all know what that means. Peace be unto you. I love y'all. Blessing to y'all. Knowledge.
Happy Sabbath, y'all.